And we're on. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the wonderful Suck podcast. I'm your host, Laser Incorporated. With me, I have the usual crew today: Doom the Robot, the Plums Joker / Hexa, and Henry. So, I understand that we have a very serious list we have to go over, so might as well go ahead and start with the big one. Doom 5! Oh my god, I'm going to kill myself! It is too good! Shit.
Practically the Doom 4-2, and there's a new...
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh my god. We got back the pain elementals, and then...
We saw the Arachnotron, right?
Shotgun is like a new...
The birds of hell got like fucking death claws and shit. It's like a fucking...
I can't wait. Its software is just going to take over... They purchased Realm 667 at this point.
So it's like Doom 4-2. Essentially.
Doom 4-2.
so hell on earth, and it's got monsters from Doom 2, so it's like Doom 2 for Doom 2016.
Absolutely. Okay, welcome to Suck, everyone. It's all of us. We are here to talk about Doom. Of course, we got to start out with the new Doom, Doom 5. This was a surprise to everyone, I think. E3, we all kind of like had in the back of our head, like, oh, they could do it, but I don't know. They've got Wolfenstein. They've just got Quake Champions out for a while. Yeah. Here at Creation Club, you can buy our mods.
You can make your own Skyrim 7.
You can make that mountain and climb it.
Yeah, you were just expecting, like, I don't know, a card game or a DLC.
Yeah, as
DLC,
disappointing as the gaming market is nowadays, yeah, we have no idea.
I knew Doom would be trusty. Id Software wouldn't have that shit. They ain't doing that microtransaction.
We don't believe in
DLC
Bethesda.
shit.
Bethesda's just publishing them. We have id Software.
It's
they've
id Software,
got our backs.
man. They're doing it the way id would have did before.
Yeah, the way id did.
And now they're doing it now. Yeah, exactly. But none of that fucking DLC bullshit. No, a whole new fucking game, bitch.
I mean, the multiplayer bit did have DLC, but that's because it was made by an entirely different company, I think.
Yeah, that weren't id's doing. It is Gid. I mean, God.
It is good. Good.
Id.
So,
anyway,
I'm sure everyone had the hardest on for what we saw in the trailer. First of all, Arachnotrons, which
I actually haven't seen the full trailer.
You haven't. You are retarded.
The most I just clicked on Joel's E3 stream, and I quickly skimmed through it and saw the Archvile bit, and he was freaking out over that, and the two people talking about the game, oh, it's gonna be hell on earth. You wanted more monsters, you got it. All that
double
shit.
them. They said double the monsters, right?
Double. Ooh.
Yeah, so we have twice as many demons.
That brings up a good point. Now, whenever I think about what monsters were exclusive to Doom 2, it makes me realize just how fucking many new monsters were in Doom 2. It's like half of them.
Yeah, exactly. Just like they are saying it's going to be now.
One or two. At first you think oh, it's just the Archvile and the Revenant. Oh wait, Mancubus, Arachnotron, Hell Knight, Pain Elemental, Chain Gunner. Jesus fucking Christ, all of them.
Oh god, I didn't even think about Chain Gunners.
Loads of them. Yeah, there's when you think more and more about it, you realize half of the fucking enemies, the Wolfenstein Nazi, the Commander Keen, everything.
I can't wait for Doom 5 Chain Gunners. I want to kill myself even more.
Oh boy. They just bring back Hit Scan.
I have to make the greatest funny noise for Revenants. I know they were in Doom 4, but still.
I just hear a massive reverbed version of your suck. Oh.
So much echo in it. It comes down from the heavens.
Heavens, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. A big reveal of the heavens. Yeah. Oh my god. And a massive giant golden suck face.
Yeah, so what we saw, Arachnotrons, we saw Archviles, we saw Pain Elementals. Yeah. But what about some of the other enemies? You saw the Barons with the swords on their arms.
Oh, the fuck. I like how it's not all completely new shit though. I like how they're still having callbacks to the original monsters.
I don't know how you missed that one because that Baron was right next to the Archvile.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I like how they're not all completely original, brand new. They got their new styles and designs, but they're still supposed to be a new rendition of the classic monsters, like the Archvile and the Pain Elementals, Arachnotrons, etc. They're not just all going all out of a completely new roster. They are still playing true to the classic name. I like that. Because that's what a lot of Doom fans are going to want. They want the originals, but in a new way. They don't want some unknown new shit like the fucking... What was that one from Doom 2016? That's some weird-ass fucking name. Fuck that shit,
The
man.
Summoner?
Yeah, that shit. Where's the Archvile? What's this Summoner bullshit? It's
it was basically the Doom 3 Archvile. I don't imagine you've
I don't
had any
want
experience with
that shit. I don't want that shit. We want a classic monster that everyone hates.
You want
so
someone
much.
bouncing you up from 900 feet away. I get that.
You want you know that monster that we all hated? Please bring them back, or fuck you.
We miss him.
We hate you if you make it, and we hate
but he
you if
was
you
a
don't
good
make it.
mentor. You don't know what you've got till it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So we have
all the rage.
barons with flame swords, and if you're looking at like the imps in the ground, they were also like a lot spikier than they usually were in
Spikier.
Doom
I
4.
like the I forgot the original Realm 667 name, so I'm just going to
Devil.
call it by complex. The phase imp, the extra twice as many spikes on it.
Yeah, phase imp is just another devil. So
Yeah, the devil imp. Yeah, so basically the devil imp, is it more like that kind of thing? I still haven't seen it yet.
I
so I'm
have
kinda
like
guessing.
two hypotheses. Either one, id Software is actually using like Realm 667.
Oh, no.
influence, which would be
It's gonna be like
amazing.
a cardinal. It's gonna be like a card. Actually, that would actually be pretty cool to see, like with the new graphics, a floating cyber demon. That would actually be quite cool. I'm not even joking. But some
Yeah.
of them would be really stupid, like the cyber mastermind and like the chain gunners on the arachnotron.
I think they'll have enough sense to use the good monsters.
And like all the recolors, like the cyber baron and shit.
God.
Oh no.
So my hypothesis is either they're
Oh.
devils or it's some kind of like stupid lore thing where like if the imps
Devil's a
are
stupid
outside of hell
fucking
or
name.
Mars.
Can I just point out that
What?
Devil's
Shut-
a really stupid fucking name because it's just an imp. It's like a low tier enemy, and they're giving it the name of like the Lord Antichrist, like the Almighty. Like that's the icon of sin, not a fucking imp. Why call imp devil? Stupid.
No, it's not the. They're just like regular. That's like just a
There's
common
no such thing
name.
as a devil. It's the devil. It's a stupid name.
Yeah,
It's
there
like
is.
It's like having protagonists and calling one of them God. I don't know, but he's not
A
actually
god,
God.
not the god, a god.
Yeah,
No,
there
he's not
are
actually
multiple.
God. Oh, okay, fine then. Okay, it's like calling him Jesus then. There's not multiple Jesuses, is there? Not a Messiah.
What about the one that cuts my grass?
Jesus.
Non-Hispanic Jesus.
Yeah, non-Hispanic Jesus. okay, enough. Let's not get into that kind of
yeah.
topic.
Okay,
This
okay.
stream
Well, I was
is,
saying those
this
imps
podcast
could
is,
be
like,
like
pretty
terraformed like Earth imps somehow. Maybe that's why they're brown. I don't know. And
Hmm.
spiky.
brown and spiky. Yeah, this podcast is going to be filled with a lot of Doom related talks because there's been a lot of Doom shit in the news recently with our
Oh yeah.
surroundings.
Doom is going to like take over us for a long time too.
As if it didn't already. It would have been mostly about Doom anyway.
More so
regardless,
because
but-
like at
but
this
more
point like
so.
speculation is at high and we just have to wait for the QuakeCon like gameplay reveal or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, almost died, sorry.
Careful,
So-
don't die. I know you're excited, but just keep it at bay. Relax.
Oh, I can't. Coming out.
Getting a heart attack from
Oh!
the fucking reveal. Like the arch won't actually hurt you. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, Henry's in flames right now.
Oh my god, that was fucking. That sounded real.
when the Archvile
Actually
targets you from the
scared.
trailer.
Oh my god.
Interactive fucking IMAX movie
You should
experience.
do,
You're just sitting there like your chair just lights on fire.
you should just get a lighter and say.
Get flung up into the ceiling.
You should do voice acting for GTA 6. Jesus Christ. You should be
Yeah.
one of the pedestrians.
Ah!
Oh, welcome to the Suck Podcast, everybody, where we just fucking scream for the next
We're
fucking
just
30 minutes.
screaming.
We're
yeah.
all funny noise people now.
No, I'm the funny noise
Oh,
guy.
Look at me. I'm the funny noise man now.
So I'm glad everyone's like excited for this this new Doom. Do you think
Yeah.
they're just gonna like pre-sequel it and just like use the exact same engine and assets and just like
Probably.
put some new stuff
probably.
in, just like how Doom
Probably
2
new
did
engine. Yeah, I think it looks to be like that. It looks to be, like I say, it's the Doom 2 for Doom, the Doom 4, Doom 2016, Doom 2, 2 to the 4 to the 4 to 2, 2 to 1 to 1 to 3, like good pussy and like a treat.
Wow!
It's probably going to just be the same kind of thing, but I like that because it's like the new version of Doom 1 and 2. It's not perfect. It's not perfectly reimagined the original, but it's good. It's still good. And this is a fitting sequel, Doom 2 style, where it's just like the same shit, but more, which I like. Because imagine if Doom 2 was like Doom 3, where it was just like a completely different game and it wasn't anything like it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Doom 1 and 2 are almost indistinguishable. You can judge the maps, obviously, but in terms of like the engine and the game and the way it is, it's practically the exact same game, but just with more content in it. So that's why change a formula? Why break something that don't need fixing? You know,
I mean, just like the original Doom, Doom 4 really worked.
Yeah, exactly. So just carry it on, you know, just carry that on and just add more to it. Not DLC, but a whole new game that just adds a ton of new shit to what was already a great game. So that's all you need to do, and they know it. So well done, guys. To id Software and the rest of them, you did good.
Really looking forward to this.
I'm going to sign up to the Creation Club now.
I swear to God, Shay, if all of you don't buy Doom Eternal, I'm gonna do
kill you.
Less funny noises.
I'm gonna ban funny noises for life.
I'm gonna call Trump and he's gonna ban funny noises.
No, I hereby declare ban funny noises.
No more funny noises.
Oh no. And then Laser will be that one clip of that guy from the inauguration. No!
Yeah,
shouting up at the sky.
I just be doing the funny noise. I'd be sitting there.
Oh! It's like that version of it. Oh!
Your last
yeah, now we reveal that Doom has a new Battle Royale mode. I'm just looking at chat now. Doom Royale.
Fallout 76 player Fallout Royale, where you can nuke other Battle Royale players.
Oh my God.
I hope Todd Howard isn't directing that game. He's like, hey, buy Doom Eternal.
Can we talk about Doom Guy's arms being white in the Discord like theme? Well, he's always wearing so much armor that, you know, he ain't getting that vitamin D, so he's taking the shit off.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in there, like, he's been in a tomb on Mars, which doesn't get much sun anyway.
Oh, yeah, Mars, exactly. Like, I know he shows his arms in, like, the original games, because for some reason he hasn't got armor on his fucking arms, but
he's been sealed away for, like, thousands of years. How can a man... I can't hold a tan for, like, 2 weeks after I leave the beach, so I don't expect a man like that to stay in a tomb for thousands of years.
Wow, and immediately
be like some kind of, like,
again.
Nice, like, clean bronze.
Right, let me do the Twitter shit.
Speaking of which, though, yeah, seeing actual skin on Doom Guy this time is pretty interesting. Looking more like the classic armor, like every second.
Yes,
sequel.
Yes. Because one thing I didn't particularly like, which looked okay, but I didn't like it because it didn't look like the original. When the new Doom came out and the Doom Guy, they had the reveal of him standing holding the super shotgun, looking badass. I mean, yeah, it looks good, but it's not the Doom. Not my Doom Guy. It's not the one I knew. The one with a classic helmet and the fucking face, you could see through it, and the bare arms for some reason, which is a dumb design choice, but it was cool anyway.
Yeah.
Armor that only covered his shoulders and not his actual arms.
But do we have exposed abs?
Yeah, exactly. And the ripped t-shirt that exposes his stomach and abs, yeah.
Can we just get, like, H-Doom pre-order DLC, please?
You have to... Okay. Already turned it into that. So
everyone, id Software has to team up with H-Doom Guy and make better models.
Exactly. Here at Bethesda Creation Club, we
have teamed up with your favorite modders. We have teamed up with your favorite modders to bring you the content that we know you like. We are bringing you really like. We got
Joe Ilya. We got Seeb. Graph Zal, he's gonna port GZ Doom to Doom 4.
Oh my God.
GZ Doom 5.
Doom 4, 5, yeah.
Now you can make everything even blurrier.
Featuring a new quad linear texture filtering.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, sign me up.
Might as well just age 60 years at that point and just play Doom again.
Yeah. Come on, let's face it. We'll be like 80 years old. We're still going to go back and play the original, man. In some futuristic source port where, like, you know how emulators today, you can just get a PC and just play a bunch of old arcade games at the
boot up the old hollow terminal to play Doom.
Yeah. So in 80 years' time, you could probably just play all the Doom games at the snap of a finger, the press of a button. You just play them all like in one fold as well.
I want to win Sunlust. Just like pushes 3 buttons.
Beat the game button. Boom. You beat the game.
Fucking
Boom.
like what Laser Inc. said in his Valiant Let's Play, like the day that we'd be able to like have Doom in our minds and play it in our own heads.
Oh man, that's the dream.
Yeah, it's just like you play it on the back of your eyelids and just kind of like close.
Yes,
like
actually imagine that. So you could lay in bed and do it, so you don't get exhausted at sitting at your desk. You just lay in bed like this and just like fucking play it as you lay. So much more play hours you can get out of that, I swear.
Exactly.
Oh shit! I just want to point out my voice kind of sounds a bit hoarse because there was a party today. There was a party today and at my place, and there was a lot of loud talking. So I've already kind of burnt out. I sound like I've just recorded like 5 gameplays today.
Oh yeah, I was actually just like at a party too. I had a friend of mine who is going to be going into the Air Force like in a couple of days. So we had like a big old cookout for him. There's like a bit of a send off. So I don't know if he's been watching this right now, but good luck with that, man.
Yeah.
Whoever sees it gets to tell him.
Ooh,
I died.
That was a funny cough. So when we address ourselves as suck, we always put the dots. Yeah, we always put the
we're not just suck. It's an acronym.
Yeah,
for
S.U.C.C. as well. So yeah, I got to remember to do that. Crew. Yeah, that's the one. In fact, don't explain it too much. I want it to remain a sort of half mystery, so only the truest fans will know what it stands for.
I mean, you literally just look in the description.
Yeah, but
which half of YouTube doesn't do anyway.
A lot of people don't look at exactly. So only the OG truest fans will know what it stands for. So don't always explain it every moment. Just keep it on the hush hush. So you know who the real fans are.
Exactly. Whoever puts the effort in, check it out.
Exactly. Suck sounds official. S.U.C.C. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking censoring company, like the FCC. The FCC and the S.U.C.C.
Yes, the S.U.C.C. comes in when you really fucked up.
Yeah, but we censor funny noises.
All right, we do the opposite. We allow funny noises in, but censor everything else.
Literally everything else. Only the funny noises get through. So, Doom 5, that's going to be great. More Doom stuff, though, as this could be like a pretty Doom-heavy year, since we still have the Doom movie to look at.
We have, so the two main things, we've got the Doom 5 or Doom 4.2, whatever you want to call it, coming. Is it coming out this year or next year?
Probably next year, because they're just having like a gameplay
reveal. Doom 2019 then. Doom 2019, yeah. 2019. And also, so we got the new Doom game coming out, Eternal, and then we got the other big thing. You want to address it, or shall I address it? Announce it, or break the conversation starter and address it.
What I'm gonna do is for the Doom movie, which is if that's what you're saying.
Oh, that as well. That's the third thing. I meant the other Doom.
Yes. I think we could say we gotta let that fester a little bit. I understand what you feel.
Okay. We got a lot of ranting to do about that one.
Doom movie won't take that long because I just have like one concern, and then we'll be.
Is there any update on it? Because I haven't seen anything about it since we had our last.
Well, yes, that's the big thing. One guy I actually seen who says like he's getting like makeup and he's going to be playing, get this, Dr. Bertruger.
What? Doctor Who?
That was a character in
not
Doom
Doctor
movie.
Who, not actually Doctor Who, but you know,
yeah, Doctor Who in the Doom movie. It's actually Doctor Who, just like cameos in it. No, Dr. Bertruger was like the main antagonist of Doom 3, which is why I'm more scared now.
Oh no. Yeah, as soon as you start bringing Doom 3 into it, it's like the problem child. It's like the naughty one. Just put him in the corner for timeout and let the other two come and play, okay? Let Doom 1 and 2 come and play. Put Doom 3 in the corner, naughty boy, okay? Exactly. Don't try and drag him into the fun. The only thing you can bring from Doom 3 is maybe some of the horror element, a little bit of the atmosphere, a little bit creepier, sort of like stealthy.
Yeah, Doom 3 would work better as a movie, in all honesty, because they put so much effort into like the story and how every character connects with one another. If you're looking at like the what
they did try to make Doom 3 into a movie, and we all knew how well that fucking went.
Yeah, well, they didn't care about the characters. Like, I don't know. I guess no one here has actually cared, but like when I legitimately care about Doom 3 for a couple months and you can actually look at the PDAs and like the stories, like the characters' day-to-day lives, like the simple like workers on Mars and how they interacted. There was a lot you could have made a movie off of. Not just The Rock going in and becoming a zombie and saying,
putting The Rock in it isn't
I'm The Rock. I black.
Hi, I'm The Rock.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Did he even say that in the movie?
No, he
Did he
didn't.
even, like, have a little hint, like a little subtle, I can smell what's cooking, like little reference, little subtle. They didn't even do that.
No, it did like nothing rock related. He just kind of like stood around and yelled.
He didn't even do the look with the eyebrow.
He fired a BFG twice and missed both times.
Wow, who is he, Joel?
Wow! He got it!
Oh shit! I knew I had to segue into that topic somehow, and there's a perfect plan.
Yeah,
right,
Doom movie. We're a bit scared. What we're even more scared about, though, Doom related, is we have the contest to look forward to, and
oh yeah,
I think John's just gonna have to prepare for this, and I completely understand. But I still haven't had my map played yet. Just to let everyone know. It's
normal at this point because you got to remember he's done 101 mods now for 9 parts.
Yeah,
so
a ton
he's still
of maps.
got a fuck more, probably only halfway, maybe.
Unless he's cutting him down like he said we've had hints at like different numbers, like 100, 120, like.
Well, he said like about 300. 300 was what I heard from everywhere, including
300 was what got submitted, but he said he wanted to cut them down.
There was a lot rejected,
the mods to cut them down.
Let's hope there were so many shitty meme ones that got rejected, so it's not actually that many. It's nowhere near. It's like 200. So
Absolutely.
We're only like half. Even then, we're only halfway through. So Jesus
you know, there's like at least 20 people who tried to like submit Terry Watts, like, I'm going to get famous because I'm going to say like rape a bunch of times on a stream.
They tried the age-old trick of like trying to make a really cool-looking map for like 2 rooms, and then as soon as you go in the 3rd room, stop right there, you're going to get dicked tonight. That's a fine-looking penis. How about I bone you? And then all the text starts coming up. And
the loud noises and the art files.
The hell with this WOD. This WOD gets the seal of crap. Shitty image.
I wonder if Aquarius ever saw that.
Did he join? Did you join the contest?
No, he didn't. But I wonder if he was ever watching it and he saw the Corey boss fight.
Yeah, lucky git got in there. Got a whole fucking boss fight dedicated to him.
It's the best meme though. It looked so terrible. We're gonna explain this in a minute. Whenever we get John ready for this, as understandably. There's a lot to be ready for. Oh yeah.
I don't know how many people here are familiar with my content from the other day, but I did a stream and I mentioned my special cameo appearance in Joel's Electric Boogaloo stream. The epic Hexa, fucking awesome crossover since Infinity War, Hexa and Joel. Epic. We fight together. We kill all the demons and we have a good time and share a beer. And I appear on his stream for 0.5 seconds and he dies basically.
Yeah, that was
in my stream. I managed to clip it on Twitch. And what I want to know is, does a clip on Twitch last forever? Because Twitch streams only last like a few months.
I have no clue, but hey,
but
at least you got in.
Yeah.
At least you were like in
0.23 microseconds. Yeah.
I had nothing in there other than Hulk Masturbate. We got Hulk Masturbate in there. That I'm so proud of. I'm so proud of finding Hulk Masturbate and other such.
How do we don't know that's you, so it's not really.
Yeah, but I'm the one who brought the meme to everyone. I am.
But hey, at least we got Dwayne and jump scare suicide bombers.
Yeah, that's a Twitch HQ classic. They have to keep coming back at this point.
Yeah,
too good.
I do vaguely remember those actually, like when he was getting chased by a horde of them in the first one.
Yeah. That was pretty good, but having them just like behind like, I don't know, 3 or 4 doors, that's also good.
Yeah. There's so much we could say about this fucking contest. So while we're waiting for John to get back on here with his actual talk about his shit, I'm going to mention that I got a lot of shit to say about this contest in general, both about Joel's questionably less than average skilled player gameplay. And
he sucks.
Very subtle, Laser. Some of the maps,
called out.
What I like so far, I know we're only like halfway through the maps, but what I like so far is how many of the maps do relying heavily on ambient lighting and really atmospheric, spooky, eerie, not quite horror, but sort of like PSX Doom kind of creepy vibes. And of course, I dig that because I love that shit. My favorite, right?
Oh yeah.
And Joel always said, "Oh, it's kind of giving me a bit of a Doom 64 kind of vibe." And it's like, no, it's PSX Doom. Fuck's like, it is a bit Doom 64, but it's more PSX than 64. But I see what he means. But I'm loving the amount of maps that are doing that, because
yeah, 64 had a lot more. I haven't even played 64 that much, but I know it had like a lot more grit to it than just like regular Doom textures with some dynamic lights, which are they're as easy to put down as regular enemies. You just they're so light.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a sucker for really cool looking lighting. I know for your guys' perspective, because you've made maps and you know how it's done technically. For you guys, it's like, oh, we just slapped a light thing on there. But for me, it's like, oh my god, look at these pretty lights. Ooh, it's so clever. What a great wad.
A lot of them are clever. Like if you're not using like anything dynamic, you're just doing like sector lighting. That's hard to do.
I love the lights in PSX Doom that slowly go on and off, that fade it on and off, in and out like that. You know them lights in PSX Doom that like fade on and off. That shit is fucking awesome.
I love like the blue and red ones the most, where like it's like a dark blue or like a bright red, where like
I remember when I was like really little and I used to like looking at all the guns, what they look like under heavy colored lighting, like blue lights, red lights, yellow lights, with all the guns, how the sprites look under all the lighting. I don't know, that sounds dumb, but I like looking at that as a kid. And there's some rooms that were so dark that if you stood right at the edge of the light facing the bit with the brightness, you could see just a black, like the gun sprite is just completely black. Like if you stand on it, because you can stand right at the edge of a dark area and the gun's still black, and you just play around with the lights like that. It was really cool though. Really dope lighting.
Yeah,
so
I think a lot of maps try to do lighting like really well this time, because they've seen some of the winners, they've seen some of the good ones last year. We're all trying to like build ourselves up. We're trying to get what Joel's thinking in his head, what he likes about maps, what he doesn't.
Well, clearly what he doesn't like is puzzles. He's not like puzzles in his maps, and he also doesn't like any section where he has to look for something for more than a second. And
doesn't like sections where he has to play the map.
I'm sorry, I gotta point this out. Okay, I don't care how easy or difficult the WODs are. You could say, oh, all the WODs are just very, very difficult, and Joel's having a hard time. But why is it that almost every single map he plays, even the puzzle ones, even the ones that aren't that heavy on combat, he always ends up with less than 25 health at some point?
Oh yeah,
like he's always
the best.
Running around like 10 health or something. Every single one. He's played 101 WODs so far, and almost every single one of them, he's low on health.
And you watched every single episode recently of that contest, so you know what you're talking about.
I've watched through all 9 of the YouTube uploads of the full streams, all the way through. Many a time through the early hours of the morning, I've been watching hour after hour of these streams. It's pretty tough, but when there's a funny map there's a lot going on to talk about, it makes it a lot more entertaining. But Jesus Christ, there was just like 1 hour left for me to watch after I streamed, and I watched it this morning. So I've successfully watched all of it so far. It's a lot to marathon through, but I did it. I fucking did it. So yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Some of the best maps I'd say I've seen so far, if I can remember them all. First of all, there was the Crypt, which is like a Cyber Dreams style. Like you got to run. You don't get to fight them. You just have to run from the monster in a sort of puzzly, like nowhere to go sort of way. It's
yeah. Crypt is
taking the concept of Doom and turning it into a different game almost. Like it's a different like mini game, not really Doom, but something else. That was pretty cool. And the Penta Fortress with a little ghost that followed you around. You got to get keys. That was kind of nice. And of course, all the ones I mentioned with the PSX Doom-esque ambient lighting. I can't remember the names of a lot of those, but all those ones were great as well. And the little one called Twitch HQ2, you might not know that one. Little
you might have missed it.
Not really well-known maker, kind of brushed that one under the carpet. And then the spooky castle one that was a couple of WODs after that. That was pretty good. And I will say this, so all the viewers listeners are listening in. Don't count me on this, right? But I have a strong feeling that Spooky Castle one might win. Just going by the ones we've got so far, he might play another one that's really good or he really enjoys. But judging by Joel's enjoyment of Spooky Castle and how much he cracked up and kept saying, "I love it, I love this, it's so good," he's probably gonna give it winner. Not because it's the best made WOD or it's the most impressive one, but as Joel always says, it's not the best WOD, it's the one that's the most fun to play. That's what he says. So, and he kept expressing how much he enjoyed that one. So that one's probably going to win or at least be top 3. So by the way, is he going to do another like top 3 winners this year, or is it just one winner?
I'm pretty sure he's doing 3 again.
Okay, good. Yeah, so it'll probably be on one of the three. I was really hoping and banking for John to get up there because when he started Twitch HQ2, I was thinking, okay, this is really fucking good. He might actually be in with a shot to get up to one of the three places. But as it went on and Joel kind of like ruined the experience of the map himself by his own fucking fault, not by the map's fault, it kind of tarnished it completely, because even when he got to the other section of the map that he enjoyed, he still went and said, "Bar the first section, I didn't quite enjoy," and da 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 da.
Yeah, at this point, it's really just a pot shot, like about what he's gonna like and what he isn't, because that's the whole thing. This contest is just biased to just him. Like, and there's money coming out of this too. That's what I've been keep coming back to whenever I have to complain about something.
It's a bit of a stab in the dark and a random, because it could be a really good WOD or a really bad WOD. But if he talks about something funny and he's having a good time chatting and saying stuff, or something crazy happens, like he dies in a funny way or he kills some monsters and something funny happens, he might really enjoy it. Or if he makes a stupid mistake and he then hates it, even if it's a really good WOD, he could just make a dumb mistake, or something could go wrong, or he gets bored, or something happens. It just by chance he's not going to like this WOD just because of his experience while playing it that you wouldn't normally have anyway. So it's a real lucky pot shot with most of these, like you say.
Yeah, when it comes to like the money part, like I understand that he has like an actual livelihood, he has to entertain an audience and such. But this is more than just like his silly, like, I'm going to play the video game and I'm going to make some funny
It's not
comments.
just let's just play video game, talk funny stuff, and
haha, English isn't my first language.
Actual contest here with actual money is the actual prize, actually. So he's got to take it a little more
seriously. People who are
seriously.
actually like supposed to be getting like paid for this. Money is everything in the world. Sorry that I have to tell you that harsh news, but that's it.
I know I can't do it because I'm not popular enough to rake in as many entrants, but I would love to be a host of the contest like Joel, because I would just show you how it's done properly. I don't care how many, I've got to do this for time constraints. Give shotgun, give shotgun, give shotgun, give shotgun, give shotgun, instead of IDFKA or anything, you know.
Give shotgun, give shotgun, give
He just types give and then double and like multiplies it several times, but no clips and God modes. I'm sorry, I've got to do this for time constraints. No. If I was hosting it, I would try and play the map as legit as possible. I would only no clip or God mode if I absolutely had to, if the map was broken and there was no other way out. If there was
let me give a shout out to the guy who made Dark New Babylon. He got screwed. Like, hard.
My god! That's the one with the fog, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the one with the fog, like the Epic 2 like style. Like
I didn't skip it, by the way. I read some of the comments before I watched that part, before I got up to that bit, and I saw the comments saying Joel wanders through fog for an hour, and I looked through the YouTube bar where you can kind of hover over it, and I could see he plays it for like a whole fucking hour. But I still went and watched the whole thing. I didn't be a pussy and skip it. I sat through the entirety, and I can tell you, it was pretty fucking boring.
It was a good map, though. I have to admit, it was good design. Bit confusing in some parts, I have to say that, but a really good map if it kept going. Like,
reminded me of. I'm sorry for keep talking over you, but I get too excited about saying.
No, you do that. You're just not going to
stop. It seriously reminded. I don't know if it's inspired by it, but it really reminded me of Silent Hill, because it's got the same thing where it's like a creepy town, and then you go to it's like the same town again, but it's all foggy and everything's disappeared. It's really like Silent Hill, where it's like the town goes foggy and everyone's disappeared and shit.
Yeah.
Just like it, like a duplicate of it, where creepier with the fog. It really reminded me of Silent Hill. But another thing that I found really crazy and impressive was how many maps were like so fucking long. Like there was that one map where it was like the Doom guy's HUD face was like white. I can't remember, like, and it had like the red lines on the status bar. And
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. But it was like that's because people get like a month to do these.
It was the one map he had to come back to Twitch HQ2 later, and there was a second map that he came back to later. That one, the other one, the other one he came back to later. That one.
Yeah.
That one was ridiculously long. I don't know how the fuck the guy made it in such a ridiculous amount. Like, how long did you have to make the maps?
A month. Whole month.
A month. Now you could make the argument, like, yeah, he was probably making this map for like a year before the contest, and he just.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were. I'm sure I was too.
But still, like, I don't know how easy and quick it is to make maps in Doom Builder or GZ Doom Builder, because I don't really use it. But my god, I can't imagine how you can make it that fucking fast. And it's not like botched rooms where all just square rooms over and over. He made a lot of intricate shit. How the fuck did someone make so much in such a short amount of time? I have no idea.
Lots of speed mapping experience, I guess.
Boggled
I don't know.
my fucking mind, really. Oh man, but yeah, it was annoying but really impressive at the same time. I like the maps, and I feel like it was just Joel stretching out longer. For those who have watched some of the streams of the contest, hands up here, any of you who enjoyed watching Joel quick save and have these stints where he saves just before getting hit and killed. He has to keep reloading it and fucking like he dies, reload, die, reload, die, reload, die, reload. But he has to keep reloading and trying to get out of a spot where a missile's about to hit him. You know them moments, and that just takes about 5 minutes to do. So that's like most of the
At this point,
play time.
yeah, we're just watching Edge of Tomorrow.
Yes, I love that. I love that. That's my most
favorite part. Where he's quick save. You know, it's not just the fact that he quick saves too much. It's not even just that. It's the fact that he quick saves like 3 times in a row. He quick saves when he loads his save. You ever notice that? Whenever he loads his quick save back up, like if he falls through a hole.
Oh my god! I think I'm trying to push that in my brain.
He saves straight after loading. For what purpose? Like, oh, the load. Like, maybe he thinks when he loads the game, the save disappears, and he has to.
It's like he's having like heroin twitches whenever he's saving. Like,
and the other thing is, he always. You notice this? He doesn't just. People say he saves at low health, which he does, but it's not just saving at low health. It's saving when he gets to low health instantly. So when he gets hit. Crucially, he then saves it as a retaliation response to it. So if he didn't get hit crucially, he wouldn't have saved it just then, which is completely backwards. Like, why would you? If you got hit and almost died, you wouldn't save it. You get hit and bam, 1 health, you almost died, bam, save. Why? Just die, and you saved like 2 seconds ago. Just take the death and start again from 2 seconds before.
Or maybe use one of the old auto save, since you have like multiple quick saves in there somewhere.
Oh god,
multiple auto saves.
My OCD cringes when he finishes the map and it goes to underhalls and the game auto saves whenever he goes to somewhere else. He quick saves, but he hasn't disabled auto save. Why?
Yeah.
so that his list of saved names of all the names of the entrants on his list in the game has all these auto saves at the top, all these copied auto saves that he doesn't need. Fucking delete them. Disable auto save. You don't need it. Oh, Joel.
No, Joel's just going to go back and play Underhalls 4 times. Why not?
The other thing that really irks me as well is when he has a dark map and he's like, oh, guys, I'm going to have to turn up the brightness. And he turns up the brightness and all it does is add grey to the screen. It just adds grey.
Yeah, it's just like faded away a little bit. We can't see anything.
But the thing that really irks me about that is when he puts it back to normal, quote unquote, when he tries to put it back to normal, it's not quite the same.
And it's even darker.
Why doesn't he just put the settings are numbered? Just put them to 1.0 or 0 or whatever it is. But he sets them a random number that he thinks is good looking enough. Just set it to the normal 1.0 or 0.0. That's all you have to do. And it's like, for the rest of the whole fucking stream, whatever he just returned that setting to is not quite the same as the brightness as it was before he fiddled with it. So when he goes and plays a colorful map, it might not look as good visual wise as it did before he tampered with the brightness on a dark map. You get what I'm saying? Like, it might be just a little bit darker or a little bit grayer. And
that's what scares me so much about my map, because there's a single setting in the not miscellaneous but gameplay options that if he presses it, it will break like one of the best sections of my map. Since the original Doom actors were infinitely tall for the Doom's not really 3D, it's all camera tricks. Shut up.
Yeah.
But if you turn on infinitely tall actors for this one segment, I'm not going to spoil it because I want people to watch it. I want people to call me a genius.
Okay.
If you turn on infinitely tall actors, then it will break because you have to like run across some monsters.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Well, Joel loves to surf, so if he turned that thing on, he wouldn't be able to surf anyway. So
no surfing for you.
Yeah, surfing is exactly what fucked up my fucking cameo. It was all because of his love of surfing.
He just wanted to ride the 50 Pinkies, and they rode him instead.
I already explained this in the stream, but what really pissed me off, for those who've seen it know what I'm talking about, the reason why he didn't go back in that room was because of the Pinkies. The only thing in that actual room was one Mancubus that he could have taken out easily. The rest of the enemies were just the enemies from earlier that he didn't kill. But the worst part was, after he dared not to go back in that room, he killed all the Pinkies that were causing the problem in the first place. So if he'd have gone back, there would have been no one there. He could have just looked in the room just fine. There was nothing there. Well, one fatso. but he killed all the stuff that caused the problem afterwards. He just sat there in the throne room killing all these pinkies for no reason when he just tried to escape them earlier. And it's like, well, now you can go in the room now. You just killed all the trouble. But no, he moves on. So it's like, fuck. It was infuriating for me because it's like even if he just goes in the room for 2 seconds and dies straight away and doesn't stop to look at the textures, even with that taken into account, he still managed to get all the other pictures on screen properly for a decent amount of time. The one wall where my guy is standing on the wall is the wall that you can't really see in his gameplay, that he doesn't really look at while he's getting murdered. He just flicks to it because he's facing the wall next to it and is in an alcove where a door is or something, and he dies there.
I think this is just Salt talking.
It is kind of Salt. There's a lot of sodium chloride right now. A lot of it. Fucking hell. You could get that beef out and just like completely like make it nice and juicy with that shit.
We don't want to bring you to North Korea or we'll have all the children mine you for your salt.
My God. Fucking edgy as always, Laser. I like it.
I either make very bad tastes or very funny noises.
Because he do not kill all the enemies and he hit them every time you're running through them. Yeah, because this is the other thing about John the Maps, because he tries to rush through all the WADs because, understandably, there are so many 300 odd WADs to go through. And I know time constraints, he's got a lot to get through, so he's not going to take his time on every single map. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you have to rush through the whole map and not bother to kill anything. You got to take it in. You got to soak in the experience of the map. You don't have to kill every single monster, but if there's like a group of barons, then fuck it, you can run past them. But if there's a few pinkies and a few things here and there, there's no point trying to avoid everything and just rush to the exit, because you've just defeated the whole purpose of playing the fucking map, you know? Like, what's the point in playing the map if you're not gonna play the map? You know, you're just gonna run to the exit.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a flow of... When you play big like difficult Doom maps like such, you understand there's like a flow of monsters that you have to go through, and that's what both authors and players recognize. Joel does not.
If it was a contest, if it was just a challenge contest, can Joel defeat this WAD with or without cheating? Can he beat every single WAD? Then it's just, do whatever you can to win, run past all the monsters. But the fact that this is a contest that's judging the quality of the WADs, how can Joel properly judge the WADs if he's not playing them? He's just running through them and not killing the monsters and avoiding everything. If he's just skimming through every single one because of time constraints, because there's so many more, how can he properly give them a fair judgment? Especially if it's based on his experience rather than the design.
And here's what I say the things about mod or time constraints. Why don't the mods just do their job and regulate maps?
I read the other day while I was at work, I was on my phone, and because I'd watched most of the streams, I decided to check out the Doomworld forums thread on the stream because I hadn't read it yet. And I read through all the posts on there, and I noticed how much of the Doom community got involved in this contest, which is amazing. But a lot of people brought up some really good ideas on how to properly establish rules for the contest. So 1 map per entry is fine, but in doing that, Joel made a lot of people make these ridiculously long 1 map maps. Like absolute 1 map WADs, these ridiculously long ones to make up for the fact that you can only do 1 map. They took absolute liberty with it, making hour-long fucking shits. So there should be a 10 or 20-minute limit, even though that's subjective, because Joel could take 20 minutes to play through a WAD that only takes 5 minutes to complete. I get it.
It's Joel. You have to
it is Joel, yeah. But at the same time, there should be a time cap limit. Like, if he gets to a certain point and nothing's different, if it's constantly changing and shit's constantly happening in the WAD, then fine. But if it's the same, like, doing shit, running through the same place, killing the same monsters for 20 minutes, and he's making progress, but nothing's happening and it's taking too long, then there should be a rule to, like, stop it and play the next one. In fact, the contest shouldn't even be judged on, like, completing it. If it takes too long to complete, and if there's this many entries, then maybe completing the map isn't the point. If you're going to rush through it and complete them, then there's no point even getting to the exit. It's better to play half of the WAD properly, kill the monsters, look at the architecture, experience it properly, rather than rush through the entire WAD and hit the exit switch. Like, at least, even though you haven't completed it, you've played the WAD in its proper experience and experienced it properly. I just used the same fucking words back to back. But you experienced it properly as it should be for half of the WAD. Even though you didn't finish it, you can still give it a fair hearing and judgment based on that small snippet of experience, rather than just completing it and saying not having much to say because you just rushed through the whole thing. You see what I mean? So if you played WOD like that. Like say, oh, I've got 10 minutes or 20 minutes to finish each WOD. So if any WOD takes longer than that, I will quit it and go to the next one to keep shit snappy. And you'll only be allowed to judge the WOD based on the 10 to 20 minutes that he had to judge it. And if it is a long map that he can't navigate properly and he's missing all the good shit, then boo-hoo. The map makers need to learn better and know it's Joel playing and take the liberties and make it easier because they know who's playing it.
And that's why I just like hate the fact that Joel's doing this, because you have to like bend over for him, basically. That's so sad.
You have to make it Joel-proof. I'm going to mention this again. It reminds me of the clip from the Simpsons movie where Mayor Quimby sets up the borders on the lake, and he's like, I have to test this idiot-proof. Cletus, try to dump something in the lake, and he runs into it multiple times. Like, I can't. I simply can't. That's what it's like. You make the WOD makers have to make the WODs Joel-proof, so he can't fuck it up with his incompetent playing.
I'm gonna make it start in a crib when I do my next map.
It's like it's hurtful though. It's hard to rant like this because I love Joel. I do. I love his personality and the way he plays games and his funny jokes and his stank memes and all the rest of it. Love his stuff. I watched through his Desert Bus stream, all 8 hours of it, because he's just such a fun guy to like hang out with and chill and chat with and shit. But my God, seriously, his Doom playing is like, I don't expect him to be like a master pro, like, I don't know, General Roaster Op, like knowing all the health of every single monster and knowing every single fucking thing. But like, I still expect him to have somewhat a competent, and I know it's harder to play and stream and talk.
Yeah, I understand. Especially now that I've been experiencing, like when I'm doing Sunlust, I'm trying to like have like the cut the rug
naturally,
and like do the funny. Especially since that's such a hard map. I understand why like doing a stream takes a little bit out of you.
But Joel's maps that he's got aren't like Sunlust. They're not fucking rapey. Not most of them aren't anyway, not one or two. Most of them aren't rapey like that. It's like simple shit. And he's fucking he can't even deal with like one Archvile with one super shotgun. You just hit him 4 times and he dies. Hide behind the wall. Like, why does he have so much trouble? His hatred for them kind of overcomes his skill. He's so focused on getting mad at them that he fucks it up and he dies more. It's like,
yeah, it's like how I used to handle him when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15.
He needs to play
panicked
Hunted.
Every time.
Hunted on Plutonia will train him to deal with Archviles properly. It just gives you a super shotgun, 20-odd Archviles, and goes, right, fucking do it. Go to work, you know? That's what Hunted does, and that's good training for dealing with Archies. Yeah. But he said in the library section it has a lot of demons, so it's bad, and he didn't even kill half of them, and he got surrendered because of it. Oh my God, I don't even remember that. I know lots of moments in the
That's the bit where he's talking about where he surfed over all the pinkies and the Twitch HQ.
Oh, in Twitch HQ. Because there's so many moments in the stream where he did that exact thing. I don't even know what you're talking about. It could have been any, like, 10 different moments.
That's the thing. He just keeps doing it. It keeps doing it. Like, the maps keep on suffering because of it.
I almost died. Better save it.
Makes sure, like, they rip my fingers off of my teeth.
Like, this is the other horrible quick save moment. He quick saves it, then goes through a damaging floor that he doesn't need to go through for a split second, gets hurt, and then saves it again. He quick saves it, gets hurt into something that he shouldn't have, and then quick saves it again within 2 seconds. Like, what was the point in saving it after getting
I like
hit?
the parts where he's like,
for him, getting hit is progress.
I think there was one part where he was like fighting a Realm 667 Azazel. Like,
oh yes,
the Grey Satyr thing with the wings, and he repeatedly saved like when he was getting actively hit and like actively getting killed. So he had just God mode.
Like,
out
does
of it.
Joel think that getting hit is progress? The more he gets hit, the more he can save it because the monster's dying. The more he gets hit. Okay.
I must be getting closer because I'm doing worse. That must mean he's getting stronger and closing to die.
Closing to die.
Closing to die. Yes.
Closing to die. Oh man, but but yeah, I'm trying to explain. Like, I do understand his limitations and his setbacks. He's streaming. He's trying to keep up with the chat. There's lots of WODs to go through. He's got constraints. He's got to get through them all. I understand all that. It's stressful and it's difficult. But even with all that considered, his playing is absolutely just like that. There's only so many Duke Nukem voice impressions that I can laugh at until I get frustrated with this gameplay. The majority of my experience with these streams can be summed up with a simple sentence like, I love you, Joel, but seriously, for fuck's sake, just do the thing. Just go through that door. Get that key. Oh my God, kill that monster.
We complain a lot because we're I wouldn't say
pros. We're
complete
epic pros.
professionals. Okay, yeah, we're professionals completely.
Yeah, we kind of are pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm like the best player ever, but I play it for so long and I play it so much. And when you play with mods that make the game more difficult, it makes vanilla Doom seem a lot easier in comparison. I'm not saying it makes it better. I'm just saying that if you play the mods that I play, it makes it difficulter. And then when you go back to play it vanilla, it seems easier, at least to deal with monsters, because they're slower and it's simpler and stuff like that. And it's just like I said earlier before the stream started, but one of the most infuriating parts, because I've seen all of it so far, so I can tell you one of the most infuriating parts for me was the map with the Mario 64 Hazy Maze Cave music, the one that had the psych at the beginning. It was like Baby's first Doom map, and then it dropped him into it, and it was fucking brilliant. That one. So he had to get switches to go through doors, like 1 switch, 2 switch, 3 switches, like the stars in Peach's castle. But like when he got to the 5 switch door, he had the 5 switches. He just had to go through the 5 switch door. There was a ledge with like imps on it where the door is. There's a corridor leading up to the door he needs to go through. There's imps on ledges on either side of the door. He killed the imps and he's trying to fucking drop down onto those ledges with nothing there. There's nothing on them. The door he needs to go through is right there, and he's fucking around trying to drop on this ledge multiple times. It's like, go through the door. And then when he does that, he goes right near the door and he turns around and starts going back to somewhere else. And it's like, oh, fucking just go through. Okay, Joe, I will slap you. I'm sorry. I have sympathy. I know you have diabetes. Okay, I'm fucking. Oh.
Why does your brain not work? Okay, John's back. Good. We want to hear, John, now that you're here, we want to hear your side of the Twitch HQ whole conundrum. Now that we've brought the whole thing to a close, let's hear it.
Okay. Well, the whole thing is really fucking weird. From the very beginning, when I found out that like the autosave shit in his shareware stream, it just made me wonder, like I keep bringing this up, but like,
Doom from the beginning.
Yeah, like why my wad is like getting like
this be yours, and typical
conspiracy theories shit.
Out of all 300 wads in the world, you gotta fuck up mine.
Yeah,
it was like a stupid butchering of the "walk into mine" quote, you know.
Yeah, it's fucking everything is so weird with this. Like, I don't even know how to explain it.
All in favor of hosting our own mapping contest. Fucking.
Let's get 3 entries and all of them suck. Yes.
It's just each other. The Doom the Robot mapping contest. It's just me, Laser, and Henry.
The winner of the Laser Inc. mapping contest is me. I keep my money.
There's only 2 of us can like make ridiculously elaborate maps. Henry can make a good map, but only 2 of us can actually like make some ridiculously elaborate, crazy shit.
I'm all right. I'm gonna say I'm all right. I think John has me beat though, like by a couple inches.
I expect you. From what I've seen of you guys when you were working on it, you were sharing like screenshots and shit. And from what I could see, it looked like you were working on something that looked just as good. So I was expecting the same level of quality from you. I don't know.
Well, you're just gonna have to watch whenever he streams again and see. I really hope he sticks with the our mods are cutting it down to 120 watts. So this next episode is the last one, but
yeah,
a man can dream. That's all.
Are you sure 120? Because I'm thinking 200. Because he said that everyone said about 300 wads. So you could say like 100 wads were rejected. That's a lot of rejections.
Yeah. Okay.
And even then, it's still 200.
I remember him saying that like there was around 300 watts submitted, but only like 150 of them or around that number was approved.
Right. So he's done 101. He at the end of part 9, he's like, everyone in the chat try and guess how many I've done, and I guess like 95. He said 101, and it's like, so we still got like twice as much to go. 18 more parts. Oh god, no. I hope there's not that much more, because I've watched so much, and I love as much as I hate watching Joel play bad, and I love watching the streams anyway. I can't keep watching hour upon hour on end of him just playing Doom, especially when it's vanilla wads with no modifications in them, but it's just the same shotgun killing an imp, the same sound effects, the same graphics over and over and over.
Wow, that's pretty sad.
Not quite Desert Bus, because the thing about the Desert Bus stream, you'd think that's more boring, but it technically wasn't, because what lacked in the game, Joel made up for with his commentary and what he said and did. Because he started like playing a guitar, like 4 or 5 hours in, he started playing guitar and started doing the Doom E1M1 on it, started playing songs on it and shit, and like doing this thing with the speaker on his phone that you can go to the flanger thing on it. He was doing it with like his mouth, putting the pizza theme on and like wow with his mouth.
Well, that's because you don't have to put like any effort because it's Desert Bus.
I know, but what I'm saying is, even though the game was like had no substance and was super boring for 8 hours, he still made it quite entertaining because you didn't really need a game. It was just like hanging out with Joel. It was actually really fun. But in comparison, these Doom maps, oh my god, it really starts to. I love Doom, and I feel like I can never ever get tired of this game. I've been playing it like all my fucking life.
Amen,
I still
brother.
will. But with all this hour upon hour of streams, I kind of want to watch something else. Seeing the same Doom.
I mean, you were the one that watched them all like back to back,
which is what I did.
Yeah, that's why I don't like skim through it. Like skim through the best WADs or find mine, which I did. I remember when Part 8 came out, it was like fucking not even like 20 hours ago. It's like, yeah, he didn't stream Twitch HQ 2. And I'm like scrolling through it and I see like the green robot zone part. I'm like, what the fuck? You did?
Oh,
holy shit.
I know
we shit ourselves for a while in glee, and then we shit ourselves in anger.
Yeah,
I noticed another thing about Joel's streams. Whenever he starts off the stream by saying something like, "I'm not really sure how long the stream's going to be," or something like that. That's when the stream's like 1,000,000 hours long. like usually the stream's like 2 to 3 hours long or something. But when he says some shit like, "Oh, this might be a really short stream," like in the last contest, in the first one, there was like loads of parts where he said this might be pretty short. It was like 6-8 hours long. Fucking hell. Oh. Every time he says that, it's gonna be a longer stream.
Yeah, what doesn't help is that even though like on the full streams channel where he just uploads the Doom contest and that's it, but like the streams where he does the Doom WAD contest, he doesn't even just play Doom.
Like, yeah, he does other games. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah. I don't even watch him on Twitch, but I've clicked on it a few times and I noticed he plays some different game, and then the stream name is called like random game, like I don't know, Mario Party and plus Doom WADs.
Yeah,
and
that'll surprise, we're doing the Doom WADs now. We don't even tell you the people who want to watch them.
Yeah, like a 5-hour stream where 2.5 of it is Mario Party or some other game, and then other 2.5 is Doom WADs.
Yeah, surprise! It's 7 in the morning.
So technically, watching it on YouTube is just better because, I mean, it's great to catch it live, but if you just want to watch the WADs being played, it's better to just binge the fucking streams on YouTube, really, because he cuts out the BRB screens at least.
Yeah, like honestly, I wish he just did separate streams of just Doom WAD contest, because that's why that's why he speeds through everything, because like he wants a separate time for other shit.
I didn't even think of that because I'm busy watching the streams isolated on their individual videos on his channel. I don't even take into account the fact that he's probably streamed 2 hours, 3 hours of a game before Doom, just before it. So he's already burnt out by that other game. So no wonder he's rushing through them all. Never mind the 300 submissions. He's rushing through it because he just played Mario Party or Street Fighter or some shit for 3 hours and he's bored.
I think it's just the fact that we care so much about this. And obviously he doesn't. Like he's just trying to like do it again. Like it's just another stream. We're gonna have like fun, just like we do every.
It's just
stream.
a fun little romp. And Joel's just like, oh, we're just gonna play through Doom. It's a fun little romp. While all the map makers are like, no, this is serious. I want to win. I made this. I spent my blood, sweat, and tears on this, and I want this to win. And I want to get the money. I want the money. You fucker.
Yeah, I want my signed Doom copy. I think that was last year's. Was like an actual signed. Like,
Joel should give out 200 signed copies of like a Doom cover with Joel's signature on it, and every single one of them should say first copy. Like for anyone who's actually watched through all his streams and know that moment, I just remember there was this moment where he talked about, I can't remember the band name or anything, but there was like a band that he talked about that released like special edition posters or something, or album covers with like their signature on it, and then they were going to number all the copies, and then they named every single one of them was first copy. So Joel has one of them. It's like first copy on it. So everyone started thinking they got the first copy, and they eventually just all realized that they've been pranked. Epic card pranked. That sounds funny, but they should do that.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna make first edition laser ink. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be my own first edition.
By the way, how much is the prize money? Is it like a serious sum, like 100,000, or is it just like 10?
No, it's like hundreds. It's just like maybe 200.
It's like, I think it's like
$2.
200 and 100 and like $50 for third.
It says like $500 asterisk, and then you leave the asterisk right at the bottom of this page, and it says like really small print, $100 in Doom Eternal in-game transactions money.
Also,
yeah, I actually think like the prize money is all Steam credits. So
yeah, it is Steam credits. It is Steam credits.
Well, so you can go and buy the new game and play it better than I ever would. Hardy har.
Actually,
yeah, go play Doom in the Steam client. The worst possible way to do it.
Oh man!
But like the first winner prize is actually like a secret Doom wad.
Is it me?
Joe's gonna give to you.
I know we should be talking about like your maps and shit, but I keep pointing out all these really insignificant things. I don't know why, but have you ever noticed, I don't know if it's just me, but when Joel plays Doom Wars, is it just his version of the game or source port where the muzzle flashes on all the vanilla weapons look weird? Like the bit where the muzzle flash is supposed to light up the gun. Like I know how it works in Doom. It's like a separate sprite that's layered on top of the end of the gun. So it's like the end of the gun is copied over it and layered on top. But every time he fires a gun, when it does the firing frame, you can kind of see it. You can see the edge of the gun multiplied, duplicated on top. You can see like where it cuts off, like a hard line, the bottom of the lighted up muzzle flash.
It might be
like
a filter
halfway up
thing.
the gun's barrel, you can see like a horizontal sharp line.
I imagine Joel
swear
didn't mess with the
like
options
that.
for like filters that much, so it might be like just like a filter thing, since where the
Like, I
blur is
never
around it
noticed
until you
mine.
get to the very edge of the sprite and it just cuts off.
Right. Yeah, because I was going to say, I've never noticed that anywhere else before, and I would have noticed it.
It's because trilinear is bad. But as we were saying about that secret wad for like first
it's because
place,
trilinear is good, you can't. You
that secret wad for first place, we have no idea what he's talking about, like at all, and you won't give any secrets to it. I think that secret wad for first place is going to be like when he did the one like mapping stream he did for 4 hours, and like he made that really sucky like base. I think it's gonna be that.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna be like some wad that Joel made like 10 or so years ago, like a BBQ quest. Like you remember
Joel's baby first Doom map. It's
Yeah,
like,
like-
it's wow wad. That's the price. The joke the whole time is wow.wad with the cyber demon.
And he
in the
did
pit.
say like in one of the streams, I precisely remember that it's up to the winner whether or not he wants to reveal what the wad is or not.
They
And
better
so
do it.
Whoever wins the fucking contest better not be a dickhead. I swear to God. At least like show us what it is. You don't have to give it away, but at least show us what the fucking wad is, please.
One thing that really
If you're gonna
confused
win.
me about the prize is no matter how good or bad the wad is, I know people who want to win are in it for the money, so the wad is just a bonus. But why give this option of like the winner can decide whether to share it or keep it? What the fuck? Why would you? Why? Like what? Like if you won, say you won this special wad, whether it was just a silly joke or an actual really elaborate, really good wad. Why would you want to just keep it to yourself and never tell anybody? Like, what's the use in that?
Because you're an asshole.
But I don't get but some people say you win and you do want to keep it to yourself. But why would Joel state that as an option? Why would he say, "Oh, you can do that if you want"? Why?
He's just
There
like
must be
like sending them like a link to him. I guess like he's just like trying to nudge them like you don't have to show everyone. Just let you know.
But he didn't say that. He didn't say, "Oh, you don't have to show people if you don't want to." To like try and be humble if it's his map. But no, he legit said like the winner can have the option to either share it out or keep it private to themselves. Like what the fuck? Why would you do that? I don't get it. There must be something in the wad that makes it like really controversial. Like Sergeant Mark Doom Imp was burned blacker than something.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, you can choose to shed out if you want. To forever tarnish my reputation and put my career into the shitter and have me terminated from the Vine Source team forever for my controversial opinions in the WOD, possibly. I'm curious to know why. It sounds really sinister though, like there's a dark secret in there. Why would he allow like openly state that the winner can choose to hide it and keep it from people? Why? That's so mysterious.
I don't know. I really don't. Like. Maybe that's just like Joel's messed up way of saying like, I'll just give you the link and like only you, no one else is gonna get it. And he doesn't know how to explain that, so he's like, you don't have to tell anyone.
Yeah. I'm just really the other thing I was going to say about like members and entering is that not everyone's in it to win it. Shit it, fuck it, eat it. Not many people, or probably hardly anybody, is making a map and expecting to win. Like, I'm making this to win the prize. I think most of the people are just making a shit map that's whipped up quickly just to get Joel to play it. Because to get Joel to play it on a stream and say the guy's name, to notice Sim Senpai and all this shit is enough a reward. They don't even care about the money prize and all that. The reward is just getting Joel to play on stream. Like that one WOD where it's just the recording of a stupid kid's voice.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like, Joel's gonna hear me and he's going to say things about me. Yeah.
He said he's dead. Yeah, get it? Dead? Ow, that hurt. Ow, that hurt. That one was fucking arse. That was
I gotta watch that one. I missed like the majority of these, like trying to skim through for Twitch HQ.
Yeah,
all these gold mines.
Having seen all of it, I'd say like, I don't know, like about half. If you stacked all this stream material together, I'd say about half of it is just like, not filler, obviously, but like boring bits that you'd like, WODs that aren't that great that you just like get through, that Joel has to get through because he's streaming it. But the other half is like full of actually quite decent. There's a lot of good maps. I'm not gonna lie. It's like 30%. Let's say about 60% great maps, 30% Baby's First Do map, or near enough, like better than Baby's First, but like not massively impressive, but a good effort for someone who's never mapped before, sort of thing. And then 10% shite. Like there's not that much absolute crap because obviously the moderator's got to be strict, but there's like one or two that get through, and Joel's like, "Who approved this? This was approved." Like the Dookie Nuki, that one as well, the Dookie Nuki one, where it's so bad. It's literally just a shit map, a shit open space, and that's it. A bunch of imps, and the joke is that it's a Duke Nukem drawn poorly in paint, but it's not. It's just a couple of textures. It's just the damn.
I'm Dookie Nuki.
My name. Where is it? But like, it's literally just the HUD face drawn poorly, the pistol and the shotgun drawn poorly. That's it. And like one texture. That's it.
I'm looking.
If he went all out and it was like loads of textures and all the monsters drawn poorly in paint as a joke, that would actually be quite funny to look at all these things drawn terribly. But of course that would take effort to draw. Even to draw it poorly would take effort to do all of the stuff. So it was just crap. It was just like,
it's just like how some of like the meme rant I had in the last episode of S.U.C.C, like how you had to put effort into things.
Exactly, effort. Are we gonna have a meme section of this podcast?
Oh yeah, memes are coming up. Memes are coming up, but we got a lot.
There is one big thing. There is one big meme news thing. I know it's a bit late, but the last S.U.C.C podcast was before it, so we have to address the grand 10-year anniversary. Wait, I'm gonna try and do it audio. I'm gonna try and do an audio version.
What?
That's lost in audio form. No, that's lost in audio form. One. It's 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. That's lost in audio form.
1 1 1 1 1.
It doesn't have to be 1, but I just said 1, so you know exactly what I'm doing. That's all you can do.
I want to try in Morse code. Now. I want to see what it brings in Morse code.
Oh my god, do lost in. Oh my god, in Morse code in binary as well. 101 1101 1101 101. Oh my god.
I'm gonna bring up a bit of Morse code.
Best thing about Loss is the joke. I know it can be really lazy and uninspired, but just not everyone likes it, but the fact that I can spot it, the subtlety has just become a few lines. You can spot it anywhere, and I think I've seen so many on Twitter and everywhere at this point that every time I see a meme or anything similar with 4 panels, it's the first fucking thing. Even the S.U.C.C, even the picture on the stream right now, it's 4 panels. It's probably Loss. First.
Oh my god, we're not Loss.
What?
We are not Loss.
See, we need to have me like entering, and then Laser doing suck and me looking, and then Henry's like laying horizontally in the last panel, like he's.
Oh. Okay, I did my translation. Loss in international Morse code is EIIA.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
it. EA Games. The Revolution.
Sports.
That's a true loss right there.
E.
No, shut up.
IA.
But yeah, I love the fact that loss can be boiled down to just a few lines. So it's so fucking easy to do it so subtle that the slightest thing could be it. And I know I mentioned the Western Digital tweet from last time, but it's just things like that where it's just so subtle. But it's like plagued my mind. So every time I see a 4-panel image on the internet now, no matter what it is, even if it's just some fucking thought or something on Twitter going, me and my boyfriend in 4 pictures, rate us, tell me something I don't know, this is loss. That's something you probably didn't know. It can be interpreted as loss. Those kind of tweets, even that, if it's 4 panels or 4 pictures, 4 panels in 1 picture, the first loss is just going to click in my head straight away before anything else. Even if it's not loss at all, it's just become, is this loss, is the first thought. And it's like, oh my God, it can get a bit too much. Oh my God, look, someone just put HEXA. It's no, stop it.
We're just having like anything in the form of a square now, like vaguely represents it.
And like the gear shifts, like the gears, the symbol of the gears in a car. Oh man. It's just so easy to make anything into loss, especially visually. But I'm going to try and transcend the meme by turning it into audio as well. So every frontier can be confronted and conquered. Shut up, Henry. Every time I slip up, this bitch points some shit out. Every frontier, all the senses can be used to interpret loss. Smell. It smells like loss. That smells like loss to me.
We have to have like bursts of like controlled like perfume or some shit. Just like
exactly.
Put it in the room so that it disperses at the perfect lost wavelength.
Taste. Yeah, you can taste it, and you know when you can taste on your tongue, you can sort of taste the texture and the shape of food as it's on your tongue. So like get a spicy, get a spicy. So you know like how stencils work when you do like graffiti and you put a stencil and it like does only what's in the gaps.
Make it
so
the
put
form of loss.
Put that on your tongue and then put like a hot chili or something like spicy food on the stencil on your tongue to make loss. So you can only taste the shape of loss on your tongue, just like that. That's how loss tastes in the shape. I can tell you it tastes pretty fucking spicy. It's a spicy meatball.
Spicy meme.
Spicy meatball. I actually kind of missed the Italian hands meme a little bit. Just a little bit. It didn't last. Yeah. It was just one of those stupid image things. But it still applies though. Because every time I see like Mario and shit and just like Italian, and I know a couple of Italian people as well, and just like, so I still see it here and there. It just needs to like fucking the Italian shit. I love the hand. It's because it's so true as well. That's the other thing. A lot of memes are based on like something that's completely made up and just no context out of nowhere. But the Italian hand thing was based on truth. It was based on something that was actually legit and real. It wasn't just a SpongeBob still or a random image of a fucking frog on a unicycle or whatever. It's actually something you can base on reality.
Don't bring up that boy anymore.
Because Italian people actually fucking do that. It's part of their accent. It's a physical accent. Oh god!
But now that we do have good memes still circulating around.
Memes.
Like, honestly, like the most recent ones have really sucked. Like
you said suck.
I said suck. Let's end the stream now.
Roll credits. Ding.
Those guys.
Everyone cheers at my funny reference.
Yeah. Okay. We have had some terrible memes recently. The Captain America says so bad thing.
I honestly, when we try and run down all the memes, I'm just going to link people the Emperor Lemon video where he runs down all the memes of the month because he did it perfectly. He did it better than we could. But let's try and vocally talk it through anyway.
This is just us. This is just us talking about the meme.
But honestly, if you really want a proper rundown of every meme, forget the rating, just like a proper explanation of each quick fire. Just look at Emperor Lemon's videos because he covers it better than I've seen anyone else. Forget the meme review. Forget that shit. That's just for laughs.
And forget PewDiePie, since he's just a reaction channel now.
Emperor Lemon's videos actually provide proper, like, truthful, factual, not just opinionated, but factual points about the memes and if they're good or bad, for real. So if you want the truth, check his shits.
At least with like old memes, we've had when you bad thing. We had 2 letters, but now with the Captain America like sitting in his chair or whatever,
2 letters.
He just says so bad meme.
Yeah, so something. The opinion memes where it's just like this thing is bad, this thing is good. Speaking of those, you know, there's so many panel memes where it's just like, this thing is bad, this thing is good, is the joke. But I missed the guy with the door, because there was hardly any of those ones. The guy standing in front of the door and letting you in.
Oh yeah, yeah, that
one should have been used more than the other ones. I preferred like the Drake one, like the Drake yes and no. I think the door guy should have gotten more use, because he only got used for like a couple of weeks and he's just sort of left again. Whereas the Drake one and all the other ones just
he went out the door.
Going. Yeah, he went through the door. I always remember the Doom one, the one where it's like the key, the blue key, and like the door he's standing in front of has like the coloured strip bars, like a red or blue key, one or the other, and it's like the other key, and he gets the wrong key, and he's like, he's not gonna let you in, and then it's the right key, and he opens it, and there's like Doom monsters through the crack of the door. It's so much detail, again, effort, when it stays true to the game. And like even that shitty, stupid meme where it's like floor is lava, that one, even that one, as bad as it was, when you do it right with Doom references, you're a winner. You win for me, because it's like, it's got the Doom guy's helmet and he's jumping over med kits because he's got like 99% health.
Yeah, if you could actually like edit the original one a little bit, just enough to where like you can break some form, you aren't like, said something different.
It's not just text.
Yeah.
It's just text laid over it.
Not just doing like, I typed something in Twitter and I'm good now.
It's just text that laid over the face or object that says something good, something bad.
Yo!
You have the image of something.
Yo, hold on. Let's move to a meme real quick. Oh my god. Doom 3? Wow. Good meme, guys.
Doom 3.
This is why, like I said before, I'm telling you, memes have become so oversaturated and forced these days that every single time there's a gaming conference or big reveal, trailer, movie, game, people are going to try and make memes out of it, like the Smash Bros. Reveal. E3, there's going to be memes.
I think at this point we just should kind of accept that Smash memes will exist forever.
It's not even just Smash. It's just like anytime something popular in gaming or movie or young people pop culture is happening, people are going to try and make a meme out of something in it.
That's just people, but Smash is going to stay forever. It's kind of like, it will never die. It will never go away. We just kind of have to deal with Smash memes for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. It's just like, I hate the fact that memes feel forced now. I know they've always been forced memes, but it's like there's so many of them by the day now. Whereas back in older memes would have like it's just something found, like that boy, I guess, because it's like an old GIF. I guess that one counts as this kind of format where it's like, it's something old that's not really related to anything, but it's so absurd. It's so absurd and bizarre and has no context how ridiculously silly it is that it works because it's funny in that way. And then you just add more shit on it, like Here Come That Boy. You just add more nonsensical stuff to it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's where all these like super ironic like Curb or like the Fat Yoshi or the I don't remember which Kong brother that is, like the one where he's like in a tank top. That's Funky Kong. New Funky mode.
And he looks like you because he wears sunglasses, lol. Anyway, but
you just call me a monkey?
Yeah. These, but like these forced memes of the conferences and popular things happening, it's not like some random absurd thing. It's like something that everyone has already seen, and that's why it kicks off as a meme, because everyone knows what it's from and what it means. It's basically just a reference. It's just a reference joke, but it's a meme now.
It's just like people are like, they want people to laugh at their memes. They don't want to be like too obscure because they're scared. Like, oh, they might not get it. They might just like think I'm weird.
And because everyone already knows what it is, of course it will kick off, right? Because we've all seen E3, except me. I haven't seen it.
I think any half decent E3 memes or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. The Crowby cat.
It's called Todd Howard.
Yeah, that one too. But whatever the E3 recaps that Crobe Cat makes of all like the terrible cringe.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have to add anything. He literally just cuts up, or whoever does it, they just cut up the streams and they
You
just
think
show
that
like
by
all
now
the
they clean up
terribleness
their
of
act
it.
and it'd be a little less awkward. I mean, they're big devs, like get big gaming companies. You'd think they'd have their shit together. They have press conferences and fucking meetings with their team and shit when they're developing stuff. They're all big professional fucking people. You'd think they'd be a little bit better than fucking college students doing a presentation for their media class or their college project.
Like every time that there's like a multiplayer game being announced and they try to do some gameplay footage, they always have the worst actors like trying to run through the simulation they've done like 18 times. I am now going through the door. Are you going to cover my window so I can get this gaming supplies?
But the fact that it's so awkward, like I know what I'm talking about when I say college presentation, because I was in college and we did presentations, and the students are as awkward as you expect them to be. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah,
there's a tango on your left. Make sure you shoot him.
But you think these guys would be a little more enthusiastic and
PUBG
they would shake off the nerves. They would shake off the nerves because they're so confident about their game. They're like, yeah, okay, I don't care how silly I look. I'm so excited to announce this. Like, they all say we're excited to announce, but they're all sort of like, so we're excited to announce.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6. Play it on your penis.
Why so awkward, though? I know there's a lot of people, but it doesn't... You got this big fucking game, man.
It's because they don't... They want to make the money, but they don't really care. Like... Bring someone who's really enthusiastic about like what they're making. There's got to be at least one person, like in all of Bethesda, who's like working with the teams that are
Doom guy.
Yes, bring out Doom guy. He's just like
it's just a paid actor to just act like Doom guy, and
he just punches all the Bethesda representatives.
Yeah, he just like bursts through the wall, like
everyone cheers like mad because they should.
They just hire like a buff bodybuilding actor to just act like Doom guy from the cheesy comics. You have huge guts. Rip it tear.
That would actually be time. I would buy more Bethesda things if that happened.
They should just do that. How easy would that be? Just pay an actor. They don't have to do it themselves. Just pay some actor to do it. He'll do it for money. He'll just come in wearing all clad in the attire, like in the armor and everything. The helmet on. He takes the helmet off. Rip a tear. And they get like a shitty costume of a baron or something. He just fucking punches the shit out of it and rips his head off.
Like Godzilla leather.
Blood everywhere, blood, a splash zone in the audience where the blood can go splash onto them. Yeah!
I was thinking more of like just like almost a meta thing where you have like Doom guy just rip the spine out of one of the Bethesda reps.
Oh my god,
just like
great.
Buy our game.
What they should do is, because some of the dev teams, like, you don't really know who they are. Like some people, like, Nintendo's Reggie and Todd Howard, you know who they are when you see their face. But like there are some devs that are parts of the team that you might not recognize when you see them. Like, I don't know who they all are. So they could do like a fake out where they have a paid actor and like a fake actor to walk up and pretend like they're just going to do a normal, awkward sounding, cringy, kind of like cringe compilation, awkward speech, like, oh, hey guys, today we're really excited to reveal at Bethesda, we're really excited to reveal the new Doom. And then paid Doom guy actor just crashes through the wall, comes up behind him and fucking rips his fucking spine out. Like, they've got all this fake, like, practical effects, and he's got like this extra lump, like he looks fat. They have a skinny guy dressed up to look like he's fat, so they can fit like a hidden like spine in the back of his clothes and like blood. See, look, I come up with all this shit. Where's me in the boardroom? They'd employ my ass if they heard this. Bethesda, id Software, if you're listening, do this for the next.
I'm pretty sure, like, literally, you could just like message if you were Bethesda or like id Software or anyone who's organizing this. You just like message like Doom or something, like, who wants to like be a Doom guy, and you'll get like 200 applicants easy.
I would do that, but I'm not done. Wait, there's more. So paid Doom guy comes up to the fat guy who's actually skinny, but he's made to look fat so he can fit all the spine and shit in. He fucking pulls through the secret flap on the back of his shirt or jacket, pulls the spine out. There's all this fake blood going all over the fucking. Yeah, they have like a sound effect of ripping out the spine, and he like crashes. The guy falls on the floor. He holds up the spine in victory, like shows up his arms in like a Y-shaped, like, yeah, like that fist in the air.
Yeah, just imagine a Y pose.
Throws the spine at the crowd. I guess people would be fucking horrified. Like, people would be screaming, running if it's too realistic. But if they make it look kind of like low budget movie kind of fake, where it's like it's clearly fake, but it looks good enough to be cool, sort of thing. It doesn't look lame, but you can still tell it's fake. Yeah, just throw it into the crowd and be like, oh my god.
We have like 3 game journalisms that are like really mad about the level of violence in video games.
Violence, yeah, well, fuck them. They should just have like fucking John Romero come and say, fuck game journalists, drop the mic, walk off.
Just walk. That's all he says.
The whole room, the roof would blow off. The fucking roof would be lifted, man. John Romero steps up to stage, fuck game journalists. To be a game journalist, you should be able to play games, drop mic, walk off stage. That's all he has to do. I'm telling you guys, there's so many easy ways of making a simple conference or a simple little stage show where their sales would be absolutely boosted through the fucking roof.
Why don't old people know how to have fun?
Why don't fucking boardroom executives and ideas people know how do you do fellow kids properly? You know,
like how do you do fellow kids can be okay if they know what they're doing. And are kind of aware that we're going to feel a little bit cringy, but it's okay.
Red confetti flying out. Like, the confetti could work, yeah. Like, it doesn't have to be. I guess it doesn't have to be fake blood because people get covered in it. But red confetti could work because it's still like funny. It's got like a sense of humor to it. Like, it's silly. It's just confetti flying out. But if you like ripped out the spine and all this confetti and a little bit of fake blood come out, and he's holding the spine and it looks like realistic. It's just one of those spines from one of those skeletons from a school science lab. You know the skeleton in the school science lab that's like on the wires, on the metal wires that you can wheel around. It's one of those. They just get a skeleton from that and take the spine and they put it in the guy's back of his shirt and they just rip his shirt out and bam, easy peasy. It's so easy to make that with practical effects. It's not expensive. It wouldn't take effort to build it and make the set.
Okay. Thank you for the autistic fantasy of being at E3 and organizing.
It would be so good.
Doom guy.
Bethesda and id, you guys just do this. If I was in charge, I would make it happen, man. It's such a good idea.
Let's just kill people. Let's just kill people at E3. Why not?
Actually kill people, yeah. Has John Romero actually made any appearances with the Doom stuff? Was he there?
I don't think he's done anything in a while, really.
You know what they should?
They should have got him back.
They should have at E3. They should have invited 2 special guests that are totally infamous in the Doom community. 2 people.
Terry.
No.
Sergeant Mark and Diddless.
No. Let's say they
Joel.
They look great for they're already in the cosplay
Omega.
for it. No.
Omega.
I was talking about Columbine. Never mind.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
You
just
can't
walk
invite
out
them
on
anymore,
stage. It's like, yeah.
Look, what they should do is, I know even if John Romero hasn't got any involvement in the project or anything, they should just get him in, because clearly with the new Doom Eternal, they're using old assets and old ideas like the Doom 2 monsters, Hell on Earth, to appeal to the fans. So if they want to appeal to the fans with old shit, just bring John Romero on, because that's like the ultimate representative of what Doom was back in the day. He doesn't have to even say much. Just say, oh, we're coming. So now that you know, like after showing the trailer, now that you'll know Doom 2 Eternal is a thing, we'd like to show you one more special thing that we brought here tonight. And the curtain opens and John Romero.
The way you say brought here tonight makes it sound like they just kidnapped him.
They just wheeled him in like he's the Stig or something.
Like he's like the whole Hannibal Lecter suit, just like the thing on his face.
Even better. Just forget the paid actor, right? For Doom Guy, it's just Doom Guy. It looks like Doom Guy, but he's got all the helmet on, visor, armor and shit covering his whole body. He takes the helmet off, and it's fucking John Romero. Oh, that would be so cool. Who's ready for some Doom? That's
John Romero already is Doom Guy because he did like the positioning for the artist.
Yeah. I read up the story behind that. That's actually quite interesting. They got a bodybuilder to try and do the pose, and they weren't satisfied with it. So John Romero just went, "Fuck you, let me try. Look, it's like this. Look." And then they just based it off what he did because he was so fucking good at it. Because John Romero is God. But yeah, I'm telling you, I know he's got long hair and that, but they could probably like stuff it in like a quick bun that falls out when he takes the helmet off. So his long, lovely locks just falls out as he reveals the helmet off. So everyone knows who it is. Like everyone who's a fan of Doom knows exactly who it is when he takes the helmet off and to see him. I could just imagine the crowd going wild, and he just steps up to the microphone, drops the helmet on the floor, gets the microphone. Who's ready for some Doom?
This is just like a big circle jerk now.
Yeah, but these are all great ideas that would genuinely boost their set. Even from a business standpoint, it's easy to do, easy to make, doesn't cost, and would be the most beneficial thing for marketing, not just the game, but just getting their name out there and making people love them. It would be so profitable unbelievably.
I'm absolutely certain that John Romero is worth like so much more than they could afford to just have him like show up on stage and like say Doom stuff.
It would. I'm telling you, man, it would make bank. It would absolutely. Everyone would be immediately in love with the new Doom, even if it sucked, even if it was shit. They would just love it just for what they did at the conference. You can. The power of advertising, guys, is something else. Like they make. What's a really shit product that has a really good advert? I don't
Sonic.
know.
Wait, no, that's the other way
around. Sonic. Oh god, I can't remember. There was this one product.
I don't even have to say a Sonic game, just Sonic as a whole.
Oh, I know. Twitch HQ is a good advertisement for its
KFC is shit, right? Everyone I've ever known here, at least in the UK, all right? I don't know if it's regional, but everyone
are retarded.
In the UK say that KFC sucks and it's shit, and the local chicken and chip shop does it way better, and it's just hot and greasy and it just falls apart and it's disgusting. But
it's because you don't order it. You have to order the extra crispy.
The advertisement. Wow. The advertisement for KFC is incredible. It's iconic. There's a new advert for KFC, at least in the UK, and it's got like the Colonel Sanders still walking up, and it's got like old footage from the 70s and stuff like, after all these years, my legacy, my chicken is still good, and all this. It's like really epic, and it's like, holy shit, this is so awesome. KFC has got like a legendary legacy behind it. But in actual fact, it fucking shit. But the advertising works wonders, and it fuck you too. Maybe the KFC over there is good. I don't.
Yeah, but it probably is. They had to like ship it all the way over to Britain. Probably makes it that much worse. You can't get fried chicken anywhere better than America, where we deep fry everything already.
God, deep fry your head.
Oh God, here we go with the fucking
deep fry memes
shit argument.
I enjoy my chips. It's just an example. But like, okay, so another one I said, one you probably won't know because I'm using an example, is Mattison's Fridge Raiders. These little finger food snacks, like little like chicken nugget kind of things in a bag that are supposed to be like a meal, when a little snack when you get home or something. It was like an advert years ago, and it was like, you know, Apache by the Shadows. Dun, 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 that song, that classic song, they had like that, and it, like, because you're Hank Marvin, because it's rhyming slang for starving, and it's like this kid that goes home to his parents, she gives him like these little Fridge Raiders to eat. It's a really, really cool, memorable advert because all the kids are dressed up like Hank Marvin and all got guitars and they're playing a song down the street and shit. Anyone who's British probably knows what I'm talking about because it was a British advert. But I actually tried the Fridge Raiders a few years later. They're kind of shit. They really don't taste that nice at all. I would rather have chicken nuggets, McNuggets from McDonald's. They're like chicken nuggets, but not really nice.
I mean, the way you describe like that KFC advert, it sounds like more of just an epic tale, like how they've been. It is. Over in US, our KFC adverts are just memes.
Well, it's like a fairly new advert. But anyway, the Mattison's Fridge Raiders, but the advert was great. Even though the product sucked, the advert was great. But with the KFC thing, it's quite a fairly new advert. It just came out like in the last month or so, which is new by advert standards.
KFC advertisement research?
No, I just saw it on TV a couple of times. I'd never seen it before, like in the last few weeks. But I don't know if it's in America yet. But it's like it's got like a new actor for Colonel Sanders that looks proper like him, and he's slowly walking through like a void of like screens of like this is from my memory.
Colonel Sanders like in the void.
In the void, and it's like a void. I say void because there's nothing else there. It's just a blank background, but there's all like television. There's like screens in front of him and to his sides of like old KFC commercials of like 70s ones, and it's like through the years, over all these years, KFC has been, you know, this and that, and you've known the brand, you love it, you know it, and it's got like Colonel Sanders saying, after all these years, I've made sure my brand is good. And it's like, wow, this is fucking amazing. Props to whoever developed the advert because it's really fucking good. But your chicken still sucks though. But the power of advertising is the point of this. It can be a shit product, but if you advertise it well, it will make big bank, even if it sucks. And this leads back to what I'm saying about id Software, the conference, Doom. If they did the things that I said, paid actor, fake blood, spine, John Romero in the helmet, this shit would make Doom the biggest fucking game of 2019.
Hey, come on, guys, do what I'm saying. Do it.
It's not just do what I'm saying. These are just a few examples. I'm sure other people come up with even more badass ideas, but things like anything even close to what I just said would be phenomenal. The reaction. I mean, seriously, take your mean glasses off for a second, but don't show it on camera because you don't. But just imagine if they did something even half like what I said. If it actually
I gotta put the tinfoil hat
social media would be fucking on fire, looking like hell itself, with people talking about it. It would be everywhere. The Doom community, Doom World, all the people who love Doom, like the proper community online, they would non-stop be talking about it. They'd have to make a new topic, a whole new section on Doom World forums for it. Doom E3 reveal. Talk about, just keep it all here, guys, otherwise it gets post-held.
We want effort. I think that's gonna be like just the theme of the S.U.C.C. The S.U.C.C. podcast.
It's not just effort. It's like pandering, but not. So it's like a good version of pandering, where you're doing it on purpose because you know what the fans would have a wet dream about.
Pandering with effort, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just appealing to the main audience. Like, here's the thing you like. Here,
yeah, effort behind and during the pandering.
But we did it because we know you love it, so we put our heart and soul into making this look as awesome as possible, and just basically emanating your wet dream fantasy of what we would do. That would be just get a few teenagers in the boardroom.
That's just because you're asking video game publishers to care. That's the big problem.
I guess so. Get the ideas boardroom. Get a few Doom fan teenagers in there. Get them to go in a room, have a wank, think about Doom, and then relay their wet dream and their fantasies back to the chiefs, and they will come up with an amazing idea for a conference. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, Lord, I could do that.
Just get the wankers in. Yeah, I bet you
get the wankers.
I bet you could do it for the whole fucking team, mate. You could do it for all of id Software, all the games. There's gonna be could you imagine a Blood remake, a new Blood? Ooh, there's an idea. A brand new Blood in the style of Doom 2016. Could you imagine that?
I haven't played a lot of Blood, but I can imagine what you're talking about, yeah.
If Henry could talk right now, he'd be all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, but if you think about it, you know the game Blood. Everyone knows it now. Every Doom fan knows it. It's got its own charm to it because it's so like breaking the fourth wall shit. And Caleb is such a likable protagonist because he's always making smart ass remarks and little Easter eggs and shit. And it's a very smart game. It's a Doom clone, but it's one of the better ones, one of the best Doom clones. If there was a remake of that one, a reboot of that, in the same vein as Doom 2016, imagine the same engine. If the company like the acquired id Software, Bethesda acquired it, and they made a new Blood in the style of the new Doom, and that would make some sales, I think. Even for people who've never heard of Blood before because they're too young or something, like the newer generation.
Remake
kids,
all those old Doom engine games: Heretic, Hexen, Strife,
Duke Nukem Forevermore. Because they had Forever.
Duke Nukem Infinity.
You guys heard of that fucking
Infinity? Oh my god, that's a great name.
Duke Nukem Infinity War.
That's Infinity War.
You know that there's actually like this fucking Hexen clone that's coming out. That has like fucking basically Doom 2016 graphics. That's in the early access.
Is that a Medieval or something like that?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it looked all right.
Wait, Medieval?
Yeah,
what?
Medieval for real?
No, Medieval. AMID.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Medieval, like the fucking, you know.
Yes, my favorite Doom clone, Medieval.
No, because you said it looked like Hexen or something. I was going to say like it's fucking
like enhanced.
You just made me think of Medieval now. Now I really want to play that. I really want them to make a reboot of that as well.
I remember playing Medieval 2 when I was like 4.
Oh man!
Before my brain could concentrate on walking, I remember like playing Medieval, and I think it was something like the skeleton Triceratops burst through the wall, and I cried. That's all I remember really.
I remember the first Medieval on PlayStation 1, but I only had a demo of it. So when you got to a certain point, the game ends. It was a demo, and it always used to disappoint me. I used to get sad when I got up to that point because I knew that the game was almost over.
I was on like the PS1 demo disc for like from age 3 to 5.
And it's weird because it's kind of underrated and obscure game. When I commented on a YouTube gameplay walkthrough of the game, it was the first time I'd looked at it in years and years and years, and I commented something like, so much nostalgia for this game, my memories of playing this on a demo disc, and blah, 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 just basically like that. And it surprised me just how many people had the exact same experience as I did. They all played it on demo disc, and they didn't actually have the full game, but they just remember vaguely playing it in their childhood on a demo disc and loving it.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Same way I did. It's kind of sad in a way, because that says to me that most people got it on the demo and didn't actually get the full game. Maybe that's why they didn't get so far as they did. But hey,
I do need to pick it up again.
The Smash Bros reveal with the silhouettes in the flame. one of them looked like Sir Daniel Fortesque, so who knows?
One of them looked like Jimmy Neutron too, and Boss Baby.
Oh. Okay, so there's that. But come on, we got to hold out for Daniel Fortesque, because if he's in it, it's gonna be so fucking cool.
You've already had like the majority of the lineup like come out already because Smash memes. Yeah. How does a whole community meme a character into existence? Talk about Ridley here.
The power of memes, man.
Yeah,
memes temporarily saved a man's life. Memes got a guy into the White House. Memes can do everything. Memes rule the fucking world now.
Yeah, we got people. We got Trump elected for memes. We got Ridley and Smash for memes. If we just like make a meme every day about something, it will happen.
Saved Stefan Karl's life for a very prolonged amount of time when he was supposed to lose the battle and pass away. That kept him alive for such a much longer time. I mean, they couldn't save him for good, but it definitely prolonged his existence and kept him going. Oh yeah, kept him going.
Felt good about that one.
Memes almost beat cancer, at least kept it at bay. So it did everything, man. Memes the power. So even though we say they're oversaturated and annoying at this point, when they're good, and when they can do great things, they'll do great things.
The saturation just makes the good ones better.
I guess
like you're going through like all those like really terrible like chewy apples at the grocery store, and then you like go and like feel one. It's pretty hard. I'm gonna wash that, take that home, maybe like peel it a little bit. Just gonna tear right into that one. That's a good apple.
That's a good meme. Good analogy. Good analogy.
I also like how whenever Joel is playing, he always has to make like a food analogy. Like
food analogy.
It's the same thing every time. Like, you know, I like Doom, but I don't want to play too much of it. So you know how you're like eating food.
It's like how you're eating food. You know how you have your steak, right? You have your steak, and you have the little bit of
have spaghetti. It's a good spaghetti, but too much spaghetti.
SpaghettiOs, yeah.
every time he makes that, it's essentially I like food. Too much food.
Food. Eat. So speaking of which, I wanted to come back.
Food, eat, no.
I wanted to briefly bring up the streams again because I forgot to point out something. The bingo, the Doomingo. I was kind of disappointed that they didn't do the bingo for the streams where Twitch HQ2 was on. They started doing the bingo. They had the idea in the stream, and then I started listing off things. Joel in the chat were like giving ideas for what we could have in it.
That.
And then in the next stream after that, they actually had a bingo. He got one of his viewers to like make one, and he picked one of them and did it. It was a bit shit though, because it didn't really have all the stuff on it. Some of them had poor grammar and were badly written, and there were some of them that they didn't have, like Duke Nukem voice impression and stanky MIDI. You have to have all those on there.
Yeah.
And one thing that kind of got on my nerves after a while was a lot of the WODs that he played didn't have a lot of custom stuff. So the title screen was just the stock Doom 2, because Joel uses a shitty MIDI device. The Doom 2 title screen's like so when he loads the game, it does that every other.
He doesn't use like the Microsoft actual like original wavetable to make it sound classic.
Well,
timidity or bust. Timidity.
Yeah, it doesn't actually come with the latest GZ Doom because, like I said, there's a little bit of history with this. A while back, like a couple years ago, fucking ZDoom like modders would try to make GZ Doom like an indie game engine because my indie games are my GZ Doom fucking shit. So like everyone kept complaining about how the GZ Doom wasn't like able to be legally used as its own like engine because of one reason, because of the fucking Microsoft goddamn sound font included with GZ Doom. Mm-hmm. So they had to remove it in order to get my indie games, you know, legal.
Microsoft. So what happened to Timidity then? Is that Microsoft?
No, it's still in there. You just need to.
Oh, okay.
You just need to provide like.
Wait, hang on. So Joel was using a Microsoft Wave Synth thing. Does he not got the latest version? Is that why? Is it a version that he's got after that?
Actually, that's probably why. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember what version he's using.
He kept switching between the Microsoft Wave Synth shit and Fluid Synth, but his Timidity wouldn't work for some reason. It wouldn't play. Like it wouldn't work for him. But for me, Timidity.
May have not just had a sound font set up. I don't know. There's a lot of things.
I think you have to configure Timidity before you can even use the fucking thing.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god, it's just so
probably didn't even have it set up.
I don't mess with the sound a lot, so I wouldn't really know.
Meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes WOD. It has a kind of Doom 1 kind of feel. I like how he says, I like WODs that have a classic Doom feel. And then he also says, I like WODs that take Doom and they turn it into something completely different. So you like everything then. You like both this and the opposite.
I like Doom. I also like not Doom.
Yeah. I like Doom WODs that are like Doom, and I like Doom WODs that are not like Doom.
I like Doom WODs.
Okay. And I like Doom WODs full stop. Cool. But I liked it. Cute. It's cute.
Oh my
that's the dreaded word. If Joel calls your map cute, you're fucked.
That's like the no you like finger gun towards you.
Your mum gay, yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
I
just like roll back in my chair and just cry for a while.
Just try not to cry a lot. Yeah. And
so Twitch HQ DX. Yeah.
Yeah, let's give John some time to plug this because I know he's been working on this pretty hard for a while. So Twitch HQ DX, floor is yours.
Okay, so someone earlier was asking me, what the fuck? When is it gonna come out? What the fuck is it? Well, first of all, I have a lot of things to do, so fuck you. And second of all, for anyone that's still wondering what the fuck it even is, it's gonna be an enhanced like Redux version of both Twitch HQ 1 and 2 combined, with not only like fixing every fucking problem that it had originally. But it's gonna add single player. It's gonna add single player. That's a new feature, and it's gonna add multiplayer, like multiplayer co-op and deathmatch. And it's also gonna have. I've already posted this on Twitter already, but like there's gonna be like extra options that you can use to configure the entire game experience. Like if you don't like the bosses, if you don't like the bosses, turn that shit off. If you don't like the custom enemies, you can replace that shit or just turn it off entirely.
So you can play.
Turn off enemies.
Yeah, and then fucking
turn off WOD, turn off computer.
Yeah,
turn off textures. Wait, you can actually do that.
Yeah,
you can do that. Yeah. Close.
And then there's even a bonus mode called Suck Mode. I can't wait to show you guys
Suck
that.
Mode.
See, you only did that so you could literally do like a new funky mode meme joke where you can put Laser's face in the corner of your DVD cover packaging. Now with the Suck Mode, you only made it so you could do that on the advertising.
You need to like Terminus style leak Suck Mode somehow and just get like a little dose of it.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna disappoint everybody, but it's gonna be great at the same time.
But are we able to talk about our plans for the future though here, or is that just to be kept quiet?
Yeah, maybe.
What kind of plans? Give me like a little bit of a type. Type that might want to type
next
that out.
Year that we talked about the other day, because the
right. That since John is leading the project, he might want to be the one who if he wants to. That's his consent.
Do you wish to discuss it, or should we keep it secret?
I feel like we can talk about it a little bit, but like
not reveal anything.
We don't really have a plan anyway about it, so we don't really have anything solid.
It's a seed. It's a planted idea. So I'll just address it without giving it away. So because Twitch HQ2 was a bit of a disappointment because Joel fucked up and played it bad, and a lot of the cameos and references to people that we knew and friends and stuff he didn't really get and he missed it. We have ideas for if there is another contest, which Joel keeps saying that he wants to do another one the next year. So if there's a Twitch HQ3, if there will be another one, there will be things put into it that will ensure that Joel will definitely see us in the game one way or another, and he can't just go past it, die, and miss it. He will go through it, and it'll be unavoidable. So we will get self-inserts and funny little cameos and things going on, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what or how. It's just the idea. It's all just written ideas at this point, but I would absolutely love for it to come to fruition, and I'm completely dedicated to being part of the team and helping out if that's what it means to get this to fly. So
yeah, we're all in idea phase here, and I don't even know if John even is going to let us work on it. So
I have some general ideas and concepts written down. Maybe I can talk about that later. But
it just got me fucking wanking. It was so fucking good. I was gonna come, man. And I know most of it is just like, just trying to get us in the world as much as possible. But seriously, I really think we could it's not just wanting to get me in there. It's also, there's a lot we could do with this. There is actually a lot we could do with this. A lot of funny jokes, lines, gags and fights and story part of the map. and just things that Joel could riff off of when he sees it and does these things. There's a lot of things, his reaction, and it would definitely, if we do it in the right way, it'll be definitely memorable. Memorability is what we need for Joel to remember this after he's played 1,000,000 WODs in the next contest. There's probably like 500. After he finishes them all, we need to make the WOD that he can remember out of 10 memorable WODs that he's got left in his brain. So we need to be one of those ones that really stood out. And I think these ideas that I mentioned and we discussed the other day between ourselves, if we make stuff like that in there, we could very well be. Hey, I don't know if we'll win, but if we do it really, and I know you got the good knowledge of how to do all the techniques and shit, so if we could pull this off, it would be amazing.
I think we're all talking out of our gaping assholes at this point, but
no, come on, I truly believe it would be great. We just have to make it properly. And I'll ensure that the project flies smoothly.
Just a little pop out there, yeah. If we ever think about Twitch HQ3, we might do it as a group, we might not. I don't know. John might just like scrotum kick us and just leave us here.
Fuck
you, probably should.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you die in my WODs.
I'm cool if you just want to do it all on your own and you don't want us to meddle with it. But I still just want those ideas to be putting it in some way or another. And if we could make them fully, that's my say on it.
Like I said, I have some general ideas that I probably would talk about later on in private, but
yeah, hold on to that for a second.
Okay.
We make here's what we do. We make Twitch HQ3 Battle Royale.
Yeah, I'll do that. That'll be the
here at Jonathan's Arcade Creation Club.
Jonathan's Creation Club. You can buy better Doom WODs. I don't even know how.
You can buy even funnier voice clips. You can buy the voice clip if you want
the whole sound pack. Yeah.
You can buy
a new Suck Loot Crate.
For more Creation Club points, you can buy intensities on the Suck.
It's another mushroom. How's the views doing on that video, by the way?
Let me actually check because that's like I wanted to say that video exploded. Actually, Despacito 2 did a lot better than I thought it would.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, Laser Inc. Released Despacito 2. I know there's a lot of stupid deep fried memes that say everyone, including the president, OG Loke, and fucking Kim Jong-un releases.
Kim Jong-un, Thanos, Elon Musk, all them.
Yeah, Laser Inc. teamed up with Thanos and NASA for helping
Laser Inc. actually did release it, like legitimately made one. Or at least the one. It's so good that you can consider it the official Despacito 2.
I think mine's like the second best, in all honesty. There's one guy that I'll admit that beat me. He's like the current top. He's the current top search in Despacito 2. Let me just give you a link so you can watch it on your own time.
All right. I've got to check that out. But you did a pretty damn good job. So Laser already released it. There was one point on Twitter where a friend of mine tweeted out, "Oh, Despacito 2. I'm just disappointed there isn't a Despacito 2 as a joke." And I had to tell him, look, my friend Laser Inc. already fucking made it. Here it is. It's released. In my way, it was a kind of friendly getting your video out there kind of gesture. But I wanted to show him because in my mind, it has been released. So we can't make that meme anymore because you made it. You released it. I love the way you said on Discord, "Fuck it, I'm releasing Despacito 2," as if like everyone's going on about who's going to release it, and you did it just to shut everyone up.
Yeah,
it's like a way to shut everyone up with the memes to stop them doing it because yes, our Messiah has come and gone and then released it.
I did the funny noise. Oh come on! Don't tell me you deleted it.
Well, then yours will be the top best one then after
No,
all.
no, I found it. Never mind.
Yours was so good that he removed it. No.
Yeah, he just had to back down in shame. Here you go. That's just for your own time.
Okay, got it. Is that fucking Eminem? Oh my god. Okay, well, so that's memes covered, I guess. We only really mentioned Lost and some older memes, but is there any like newer stuff? Is there other new memes?
Nothing worth remembering.
As we talk about it, I forget everything. I guess there's Trump and Kim Jong-un, but there's stuff like Grande where they try and make a meme out of everything that's happening, and it's not really a proper meme. It's just them making a video out of it.
Yeah.
I guess there's E. There's E and the alphabet. D.
E.
E. Okay, I'll explain this. I said this to my friend earlier today at my party, but when I first saw the E meme, because I saw the Markiplier on the Farquaad face, I thought that the E was from a Markiplier video where he like makes the sound or something. When I looked it up on like Know Your Meme, I found out like the origin. When it was turned to it was like originally a face edit
Yeah, yeah. It was just the face of it because it looked funny.
Yeah, and when they made it deep fried, whoever generated it just put the E randomly, like maybe by mistake, like a bottom text, like a meme text, and that's why it has the E on it. It's nothing to do with Markiplier.
If E was an accident, I will be very disappointed because E is too genius for this world.
It's great, but I originally thought that it was like a reference to him. So every time I saw it, I heard it in like his voice, like E, like him saying E, like in Markiplier's kind of voice, like doing a silly noise. But it's actually not him at all. Yeah, but I always hear it in his voice in that way because I always thought it was to do with him, but it's actually not. It's just a piece of text. It had no audio, but you can interpret it as you wish. And of course, it went further, and people did like fucking the whole alphabet. But I like the D one. I like the D one a lot. The Jacksepticeye on Prince Charming face. That one's good. It fits so good. And then Jacksepticeye actually tweeted it out with the picture of it. He embraced it fully. He's like, D. He has become Mark E. Plier. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so they're all there, you know. Deep fried memes are the new hot stuff right now.
I'm glad that people took E and like the original just zaniness of it, and they actually did something with it. Like the one that he's on like Albert Einstein's face and it's MC squared below him.
Yes, that's good. Actually going somewhere with it. So this goes back to what you said about KFC. Everything's deep fried over there in America. Well, you're right, because the fucking memes are deep fried now as well.
Yeah, you know
right. You were right.
we are tired of eating them, so we have to watch the deep fried now. Like you were saying with Lost, we've evolved beyond eating deep fried stuff. We just observe.
Observe and absorb it visually.
Let it go into your skin.
Yes, let the deep fried meme flow within you. Yeah, I guess I suppose the E thing. It's like this whole going on about why is modern humor so? Why are kids modern humor?
Why is millennial humor so weird?
Why is millennial humor so weird? We can't understand it. It's just E. It's basically, if I had to explain it to these stupid journos and idiot boomers and shit, it's literally just the fact that it has no context and it's absurd. That's why it's funny. Because it's absurd and it has no context. That's the point. They're trying to look for context where there isn't any. Now, the context has been a big issue with political. And,
the funny thing about the no context is that people try to reason with it.
Exactly. And that's what you're doing wrong. With the E thing, there is no context, and that's why it's funny, because it looks funny, it's silly, there's so much going on, there's a letter, there's a face swap, there's a...
You take the E, you let it hit you in the gut, and you roll with it.
And it's not just Markiplier on Farquaad now, it's Markiplier on Farquaad with fucking Mark Zuckerberg's body. So it's like 3 layers with deep fried and a piece of text that's out of nowhere. And it's so far out of left field. Yeah, a piece of text that's out of nowhere. It's so far out of left field and just has no explanation or story or whatever the fuck. It's just this. Here's a weird thing. Take it. Enjoy. That's all it is. And that's why it's funny, because it doesn't have this whole explanation. It's like the very opposite of 2011 memes, where it's like a pedo bear or success kid or bad luck Brian, where it's like it's a relatable joke about like what you can relate to in life, where it's something, gosh dang, that always happens to me, and they explain the whole situation, top text, bottom text. Here there's nothing. There's no setup joke, there's no explanation. It's just a punchline. Here's a crazy punchline with nothing else to it, and it's so absurd, it will make you laugh. That's it. That's E. And also, please do not meme Childish Gambino. I know it's a bit old now, but we didn't mention that last time, so this is America, so that was also a meme, I guess.
Yeah, it was a meme, people trying to stop people from
Vice. Yeah, stupid Vice. I hate those sites that try to say, "Oh, we're the site for journalism for young people. We're hip with the kids. We represent the young people today." No, you fucking don't. They all hate you. They all fucking hate you. You
just sounds gross here coming from you. Like
you represent out of touch. That's what they represent. What?
We represent the cool kids. We are with you. Yeah. Why is your humor so weird?
Exactly. But they advertise like their bios and their descriptions about us and all that shit. They try and advertise and proclaim themselves as like this representative for young people's humor and topics and culture, and we're all about the young people and what they're doing. Like we're all in that.
We're young people too.
we're a bunch of plucky teenagers who are down with the memes and the cool shit, hip hop, yo-yo. But actually, they're just a bunch of fat, middle-aged, balding, fucking suit-wearing executives in a boardroom office going, kids like memes, right?
It's an extreme level of how do you do, fellow kids, essentially.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man. What do kids like? Memes, emojis. Put them on a movie. Slap it. Put it on DVD. Get them.
I want pictures of emojis. Printed.
So how young are you, lol? 21. And that's younger than most people at Vice, I can guarantee you. Woo! I win.
Yeah,
I'm young,
9 plus 10.
I'm older. I'm not a kid, but I'm still young enough to fucking understand all this shit. I'm young enough to see the E meme and go, yeah, I get this. This is funny, and enjoy.
We're gonna be like 80, and we're gonna still be like laughing at things. Like I don't know, it'll be like lighting fixtures just posted, and people will say, "Haha, this is funny." I'll just be looking at it. Like, yeah, you're right.
It's because it looks like Lost.
You really think we'll still have Lost like 80 years from now?
At my funeral, okay, when you lower my coffin into the grave, you're gonna have the you know the priest that reads from the book, and everyone watches him. He's standing on the far left, and then next to him are my parents, both of them standing next to each other, and then like near the guy who's reading the book, you got like aunt and uncle, and then you got, I don't know, my sister or someone or my best friend, whoever's closest to me, standing over my coffin being lowered into the grave, which is and there it is, Lost. My funeral will be completely Lost themed.
I just imagine you're gonna like kill 6 people just to organize their like graves in loss
because it's perfect. Because it is loss. It's a funeral. It's dealing with loss. It's the perfect template to turn into loss, because it is loss. It's losing a life. It's a funeral. It's dealing with the concept. So
I like how you're bringing memes in the topic of grieving death.
That's exactly but that's exactly what Lost was trying to do in the first place. The original comic was so out of nowhere. All the other comics that stupid guy did was stupid fucking political anti-game. Gamers are all bad or something. And then he just suddenly did this really serious topic with no dialogue, where this guy finds his girlfriend or whatever in a hospital, and it's just out of fucking nowhere. And it's like, what the fuck is this? This isn't the usual show. There you go. And there you go, dealing with loss, but it's an extremely unprofessional and silly way. Yeah, exactly. Tim Buckley, your name has been forever or immortalized. Press Control Delete on your computer to begin. Remember that was in the school computers. Press Control Delete to begin the loss meme. Yes. Because if you look at Control Delete on your keyboard, Control is at the bottom left corner, Alt is near the bottom left, and Delete is all the way to the right, at least on mine, in the centered right. So if you look at it this way, it's kind of like a reverse version of the 4th panel of Loss. So if you do Control Delete in the right way, in the right speed, you can kind of recreate the first panel.
Oh my god, this is the power of autism.
Hey, 4chan are gonna fucking love me, man. I'm their king now.
You're gonna get like recruited into like autistic CIA.
Am I their guy? Am I our guy?
Your intelligence agencies are just gonna come to you. Like you should be like sitting in a chair, like eating 8 bags of Doritos at the same time. Like turn to how the guys are positioned at your door. Is this loss?
When I will make a pact now. When I become famous, if I do become the next Joel and I get mad viewers and mad meme status and position on the internet and very well known with people, I will make sure I am based. I will not be anything but based. I'm not going to be one of these out of touch guys who are popular, but they just play shit and do what they do. And they're goody two shoes content creator that don't get into no trouble. I will be based. Okay. I'll know all the memes and the shits. I'll be like, yes, I get that. Haha, funny. I will be knowledgeable of all the good laughs.
Speaking of which, I actually have a surprise that I've been meaning to reveal on the stream. We're going to play a little game here. I wonder if Henry's still here and he just had himself muted. I'm not sure.
He's muted, but he might still be here. God. Henry.
Okay.
Henry.
Fuck you.
Clap your balls together so you can hear us.
He just unmutes. Ow! Unmutes again. Okay, so what's the game then? I guess
I'm gonna wait a couple minutes for him to come back because he's gonna want to see this too. Let me go ahead and
okay.
I'm gonna turn on the screen share so you guys can see it too, and I'll pull it up on the stream eventually.
Yeah, we got to do more screen stuff because we got this big visual on the stream, and I know it's like a podcast, so it's just an image for the whole time. But we should try and do in future episodes. We should try and do like little games or little visual things, whether it's more interactive with the viewers as well. We've got to do more things with the visual. We can bring up. You got OBS. You can bring up like pictures and stuff, and
I wonder if this will actually work.
Funny clips. Oh, dude, we can look at funny clips. You know what? This is.
Oh god, that crashed hard. Oops. Just give me a second on that.
Laser, he just dropped out for a sec. Laser, where you gone?
It just crashed hard. I don't know what happened there.
All right. You good though? You good? Okay, because I want you to hear this.
Okay, I guess the screen sharing might not happen. I don't know.
I want you to hear this. There are 2 videos recently in the last month or 2 that I've seen. They're not memes, but like my favorite videos of all time now already. Okay, number 1, I just got 431 subscribers. Who gives a shit? Oh, I love that so much. And then the other one, Super Mario real life.
Yeah, I love that one. Too.
Super Mario real life. I think that part cracks me up more than the spaghetti bit. Just
Super
because
Mario in real life.
The British, because I'm British and I know the accent well, I can tell you that like that is such such an extreme and exaggerated stereotype, like, but it's still real at the same time. He's not doing an impression. He's like legit talking like that. It's like,
let me try. Let me try the screen share one more time while you're going over that.
Those kind of videos. If you or me or someone finds a funny clip like that nobody else has shown, we could bring that up on the stream and show that, or just something funny, or like a game. We should do that more often. We should try and incorporate some visual gags and games and things with the stream to try and get him more involved and get the audience involved and shit like that.
Well, maybe you could consider this test then. So,
okay.
Let me just die for a second. There we go. So, we've been talking a lot about like the curse of the S.U.C.C crew and what's going to happen to us. Like, one of us is going to be homeless. One of us is going to have like millions of subscribers. No. One of us is going to be doing it like for 5 years and then quit. And one of us, what?
Double click it.
I did, but it only goes to like, it only feels like the call section of Discord. How do I make it like full the entire screen?
It's in the bottom right when you like mouse.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, I'm ready. Go on, go ahead.
All right, so let me just go ahead and switch this over on the stream so everyone else can see it. Hopefully this doesn't suck. Yeah, there we go.
It does. It's not suck.
I have in front of me a wheel to decide. So we're going to be figuring out who is going to be in each of these roles.
Oh, no, because it was settled in my mind. Me and Laser, super successcal, doing the robot, homeless bum.
No. We're not just gonna do your thing and that'll be it. We're going to see legitimately.
I'm gonna be the homeless one. I just know because my luck this month has been terrible.
We've got 4 options here. We got I'm gonna do hobby first because that's like one of the. I only remember like really well the millions, homeless, and 5 years and then quit. So I think hobby was our 4th option. So
because of the whole thing with my Sprite in Joel's stream, the way that went just tells me that I'm going to get the worst options here. Because if my luck is going to go by, I'm going to get the worst shits. Oh, come on.
I think you'll be fine. Okay, so who is ready to spin the S.U.C.C?
No.
Me!
Oh, he's here.
Yeah, I just got back.
Yeah, I just saw it. Henry, you're just in time for me to spin the wheel. We are going to be permanently assigned these roles. No backseas. There's no turn-ins. Doing it.
I'm gonna get the worst one. I know it. I just.
Avi, let's go.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
Oh god, the lag.
That's Henry.
Henry.
Okay, so what?
You know what? That's fine. Henry's got it. All right. If I put everyone's name on all these wheels, so we're just gonna have to like re-roll if we get Henry again. Whatever.
You've got like multiple wheels.
I've got multiple wheels, so we can just burn through these. I don't have to edit them.
Like a car, he's got 4 wheels.
no, it's not gonna be balanced. It's not gonna be balanced. Modify the wheels right now.
Shut up.
What?
I don't trust this.
What?
You don't trust this.
I don't trust this. I don't.
He's got them so that it always lands on Laser Ink for the good stuff.
Oh my god, hold on.
He's rigged it. Yeah. He's rigged it.
I'll put 3 for the 5 years one.
There you go.
All right, fine.
We already got 1 for one person. Because Henry's already got it.
God!
Okay, so what does this mean? 5 years?
I put, because we had the idea that one of us would just do it for 5 years, get bored with it, and then quit and just drop out. Like live like in a factory or something.
one of us super successful, 1 million subscribers, one of us homeless bum, nothing, and the other one obscure. Like they keep making a channel and going, but they got like a couple thousand and nobody really knows them.
Okay, fine. Hobby will be that then. So Henry, good job.
Okay.
You were like the
guy who keeps going, but he's.
I can't really say anyone because they're obscure and you guys wouldn't get it, so I couldn't really. All right. It's between you and Brad, John, whoever's gonna be homeless.
Oh my god, please. Scared now. I'm genuinely scared.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna get homeless one, man.
It's time. Oh god, it still says hobby?
Yeah.
Why? I just changed it.
Oh no, you fucked it up.
It literally just said homeless.
No, if I land on homeless, it's because of that glitch. Can you reset the wheel? If I get homeless, reset the wheel because it was a bug. Feature, everybody.
We go. Spin the suck.
Please. If I get homeless, I'm going to try my hardest to work hard.
Oh my
god! I told you, didn't I? I did tell you.
Jesus.
Look how close that was.
Yeah, that was
again?
So
I think you know what happened. I calculated the trajectory and the speed.
Oh my god! Shut up.
There was a bit of lag delay in the Discord screen share that caused the wheel to go just a little bit too far. So actually, it was supposed to land just in the middle. So we had to roll again. That was because it did both.
Oh, shut up.
So we have to roll it again to be absolutely sure. Just do one more.
Okay.
Actually, no, don't. Because if you do roll again, it's going to land on my name a second time.
Roll it again.
No, it's going to land on me a second
fucking
time.
Roll it. Oh,
what the fuck?
Okay, so we're both doing homeless. Now I made
roll it again. I'll do 2 out of 3. Fine. We'll do 2 out of 3.
I made it so that he gets it, so we both be homeless. If I have to be homeless, I'm taking John down with me.
You gotta help me. You gotta take everything out of his bank account and just burn it.
Help.
Yeah. If I have to be homeless, you'll be too. Fuck me.
What the fuck?
I flipped it on his head. I win. I did it.
God damn it, you suck ass. I hate you.
I managed to manipulate the game to make it true to what I said in the beginning. Sorry, John, you're gonna be homeless.
That's very unfortunate.
Don't worry, I'll be
that's how the wheel works.
I'll be sure to donate some money to you and make a YouTube vlog out of it because that's what the cool people do.
Yeah, okay. Rain on my fucking body in the middle of the street.
Here's what we do. Now we skip on to who's going to have millions of subscribers. We just have everyone here as we see. Yes.
I don't mind if I lose this one because I don't really want to be that popular.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Yeah!
Oh wow! It's Laser Ink. Oh! I was kind of hoping it was going to be Laser Ink, but Laser Ink's all right.
But it turned out to be. I won! I can't believe it! Wow!
Yeah.
That makes me feel pretty good.
I was kind of hoping Laser Ink would win that one, but unfortunately,
Laser Ink had just as much of a chance as Laser Ink. Come on.
Yeah, but what about Laser Ink though? His portion of the wheel looks better than Laser Ink, so I didn't really. Fuck you. So well, I guess that was rigged. The results don't lie. So Laser Ink's going to be massive, and judging by our current subscribers, he is the biggest. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Even though nobody watches his Doom videos, they just watch his YouTube poops. Don't hug me, don't taste me, bro. 6. But he will apparently become the big millions subscriber guy. John will be homeless. Henry will keep going and be nothing. And what will I be? I didn't get. So I didn't get that one. I won it. So
you got homeless. So you just like ditched it.
Yeah, but we changed it so that
you're going to be in the void. I don't know what's going to happen to you. It's just going to like vanish one day.
You're gonna be like eternally suffering from LCA updates. And that's
eternally.
Yeah, eternally.
Yes. Like a little hint, subtle hint that I'm gonna be involved with a little something. Honestly, it would be great if I could be involved in Doom 6 or some shit. Like just be an intern at Bethesda or some shit. Just providing coffee to some of the workers. I was involved in this project. I cleaned the floors and fed some of the staff at Bethesda Corp. So my name should be in Doom credits. For Doom
I let the employees make fun of me.
I made them boss me around. I win. Oh man. Well, that was fun. I hope we can do that again.
All our roles lined out. So yeah. I do. I'm glad you mentioned like the whole.
What's mine again? I'm still confused.
You're homeless.
No, but John's homeless. We did 2 out of 3. So what does that mean?
You're homeless.
You brought me with you, jerk.
No, come on. You said best 2 out of 3. So whoever doesn't get a 2 out of 3, what happens? What happens to them?
You die.
I must get a reinstatement. I die. Oh god, well, that's even better. I'm gonna die. Bye, guys.
All right, yeah.
He just died.
Yeah. Wasted.
The camera's like waving from side to
Yeah.
side.
Good thing you mentioned that I'm actually like
Hovering above.
that. Old people only watch for the Don't Taste Me,
Either
bro. Because I
Either that or-
do really want to come back at this point. I think immediately after this, I'm going to re-record my next cringe gaming because that's going to
Either
Whoa!
that or my death will be like, and I slowly drop down to the floor and look towards whatever killed me.
be good
I'm
job.
still talking about that. Yeah.
It'll be either that or it'll be like silent and you're gonna be like splashing your arms.
My neck will start bleeding and I'll like frantically grab my neck in panic and fall onto my front with one arm at my side.
Let me
It's the
see.
doom
I'm gonna
death.
make more. We're all gonna make more. I think we can all agree on that. We are going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
very productive.
I'm waiting for shit to happen. Henry, please get your shit together.
We joke about
What?
being homeless like all the time, but I think everyone here is gonna do very well.
Oh
No,
yeah,
honestly.
we'll be fine. Except John. Fuck you, John.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
joking. Come on, I love you. Fuck you.
Fuck you guys. You know what the shit.
He's like, you know what? Fuck all of you. And he goes like spurging out.
You know, you know.
Blocks us all. I'm gonna make Twitch HQ3 all without you. And it's gonna have like little. When next year Joel's gonna play it, it's got like little fuck laser ink, fuck Hexo, fuck Henry messages in it hidden.
It's just like
he's
one
what the
big
hell is
square
this?
room with like a white background. The
It's got, like,
skybox is just
little
fuck
5-year-old
lasering.
pencil drawing art, MS Paint art of John like stabbing us, like killing us and blood everywhere, like a deranged little kid.
We'll have to see that one day. I appreciate everyone for coming down. I think that we're gonna have to wrap that up now that our
Wrapping
roles
up,
are
yeah?
assigned, our fates are
Alright.
decided.
Our fates are sealed. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you all the best, though. Really, without memeing, I wish you all the best. Cause
Yeah, likewise. Everyone
Really
here,
cool, man.
including
Really
chat,
cool.
you guys are cool.
Hey, could we just quickly recreate our little thing there? So, Lasering, can you go? Can you just say what's in the picture? Can you just copy that?
Okay.
Just voice it.
It
Are you kidding me?
That's
I
weird.
looked up as well. We just like,
looks weak. It doesn't have like the
It does look
gutturalness.
weird. It isn't like it's just like
Yeah, it's just
like a
like I'm just like, looking at art.
lobotomy.
I'm just like
And
Yeah,
then
basically,
like
that's what it
fucking.
looks like.
And then Henry's just like,
Yeah, he's just like
Yeah, my-
Harry looks about to rape someone.
looking at furry porn.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
You're getting ready to stab a
looks
bitch
like
with that chin.
Hi.
Yeah, it looks high, and he's getting ready to stab a bitch with that chin.
Yeah, that's a good chin.
yeah, your mom.
Ooh.
S1E2, no you.
Wow, my fucking throat hurts.
Yeah, you know that. You know it now.
Yeah, we got to rest now. Thanks everyone for coming out. Thanks to the
Thank
whole
you.
team for coming
Thanks for
through.
watching,
Suck
guys.
is good. I think
Oh, yes.
we ended on that. Suck is good.
Yeah, we're the best show on YouTube, even though we've only got 2 episodes and we only get like 7 viewers. But we are the best show on YouTube. And we love you all.
H3 podcast? What's that? More like suck is better.
Suck is
Yeah.
not dead. Suck is good.
Suck,
And Suck
is
will
alive.
continue. So
Suck is alive and will continue to live. Suck will live.
Suck has been resurrected. And we will see you whenever Suck will rise again.
I will see you
Hopefully
Next
next
podcast.
fucking Saturday, whenever fucking Lasering doesn't go to the goddamn beach.
It's nice. Wow.
Alright, I'll see you guys.
See ya.
Bye bye.